and twos. You have the one and only, the Geechee boy himself, and Shayna with the Sealy Brains. Welcome to the Liquid Courage Show. To you right about me. The foolery.
The time of foolery begins. You know what I'm saying? Welcome everybody. Your boy Dan. They'll be checking us out and all that good shit. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that other good shit. But right now we're going to be having some very spirited discussions about a few different things. You know what I'm saying? We got drinks on deck. It's a good day. Everybody's off. Just kick back, have a nice little discussion. So, how do you feel about all this Kanye shit that's been going on? Let's go ahead and just start it off just like that. You know what
He's not lying. That's all I got to say.
The thing
Not lying.
I think is the fact that, man, my man's just be like, he's wilding, everybody think he's wilding. He's actually telling y'all something, like he's warning you. But you know how the dudes will be on the street and they hold the signs and say, Jesus is coming, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
We ignore it, think it's crazy, right? I think he's suffering from the same kind of vibe, like he doing it the same way, but he was once a billionaire or whatever.
Right.
So my man's gonna just blurt out, and that last interview he had, like he was in the call with him. But it was like, so y'all can control Jay-Z, control Little Bootsy, control all the people he named. They have their own platform. They have some kind of something that deals with social media, something that deals with empowering and influencing people.
Right.
So my whole thing was like, yo, if Buddy out here spazzing like that, it's for a reason.
It is true. And actually, speaking of that little damn interview, is this the one you talking about, right, Chad?
Yeah.
Suppress you.
Let's watch it, because I didn't watch it.
That's how they try to categorize
They
it.
can't control. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq.
Right.
They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James.
But I'm pretty sure this is the one that you was talking about, though. Because you said control Jay-Z, Beyonce, but they can't control
See, it
me.
ain't no name I won't
See,
name.
there ain't no name I won't
It's
name.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you
have
are.
headphones.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody.
Those are headphones.
Right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. God.
Yeah,
That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mom was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Michael
Michael Jordan. What about him?
Of course, he wants to pick it up.
Right? Bill Cosby's son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize.
You know, everybody keeps saying Happy Thanksgiving, but I keep trying to make
They want to monetize and traumatize.
Happy Native Americans Month. How about that?
And God loved me.
Hey.
You understand? They
Damn these programs.
got
Oh, shit.
Adidas, all that away. Still
Does it need to be plugged up too?
No.
Forbes, who hate me, right?
Turn it on.
Had the right
The play
net
button
worth
I'm towards the end.
400 million.
Hey, you blow.
Jesus is king.
Look at me, Lucky Charm.
God loved me.
More important than keeping alive.
You know what I'm saying? And this truth is gonna be heard. Y'all can't stand none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names. None of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed
I don't hear
nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want
it.
and not go to jail.
together.
I'm sure it
You
was.
want to like get yours?
Okay, Winston, what do you think of the
You
rom-com
want to get
script?
yours?
Oh, you know, I think it's
Oh, you
not
said you don't know
bad.
where it's at.
Because I know I left one at the job.
How many babies did you have?
2 of
And the big one in the room that
Yeah.
plays
them.
Tell me, dog, when you wake up, cool.
First of all, no judge. Wakes up.
I'm not judging you. It's just this morning I heard a time it down.
That's a hell of a way to get up in the morning.
Yeah. You feel
By
it.
my side, feel like that. By my side, chase the cat. Nothing but a dog in me.
They try to
Nothing but a
suppress it.
dog in me.
That's how they try to categorize
But I
it.
They can't
actually
control
wait.
it. You know what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James.
There we go.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. They can't control me. See, it ain't no name I want. See, it ain't no name I want. It's
RJ. I didn't watch this interview, but I'm interested.
I'm saying, and just for minutes of Farrakhan, I love you. Take no disrespect to nobody. Let's
Run that back.
control LeBron James.
All right.
But that's how they try to categorize
They
it.
can't control it. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce. But they can't control. See, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up. You know what I'm saying? And just for minutes of Farrakhan, I love you. But the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'll take no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care.
You better go to sleep.
I ain't taking no slights from nobody. Right? I ain't taking no slights from nobody. It's God. It's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. You understand?
Damn.
Michael Jordan. What about him? His dad, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood. A lot of people come up missing.
You know about that?
Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still Forbes, who hates me, right? Had the right net worth 400 million. Jesus is King. God loved me.
Damn.
That's more important than being alive.
I didn't watch
That's
this.
the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is gonna be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all meat meals, y'all puppies, y'all little boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
He got arrested. I saw the headline today when he said he got arrested.
Yeah.
Wake up.
That is kind of damn part of it. You know what I mean?
Sir, you cannot be on TV going to sleep. Wake up.
Oh, wait.
Your head keep doling off back. First of all. Nah, I didn't see that interview. Like,
So how do you feel about that?
I don't think he's lying. Like, shit. I'm sorry. Jack Worldwide is a prime example. She's telling all the industry business, and they've been trying to shut her up. Orlando Brown is a prime example, telling all the industry business, and they're trying to shut him
Oh,
up.
they write him off as a drug addict and he just mad.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want everybody to believe, but he's not. Like when he started talking about his family got taken, he can't see his kids or whatever. Like, come on, like seriously. And everybody knows a lot of people do different things to keep themselves in a certain status or out of harm's way, and you don't know what they're doing or what they're sacrificing in this business.
And even with the European American, like they were shining star. Britney Spears, she had a fucking mental breakdown. You know what I mean?
And people
Several mental breakdowns.
People often don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her father tried to sacrifice her. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
What for the Illuminati?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, far as that sacrifice shit,
So you gonna tell me you don't believe it?
it's too.
Don't be naive. That's all I can say.
I mean, it's just too coincidental.
I don't think so.
I feel like there's other hands that taking part, but utilizing the Illuminati's names. That's what I believe.
Well,
If other
Whether-
hands
whether
take
you-
part, it means they all affiliated,
whether
right?
you call it the Illuminati or not,
Or something else.
There's something
you
else,
know that
but
there's.
they're taking the identity of the Illuminati.
Some people want to.
I think it's some damn old cult shit.
I mean, unfortunately,
I think it's some
I
more
think all of it.
sadistic bullshit.
Sadistic cult shit.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of ritualistic stuff, which is even, part of the whole Thanksgiving thing that, I'm saying, some people are opposed to and some people are, down for. It's kind of part of that because there is some, and this is just speaking from my personal kind of research and all that kind of stuff with things, but the moon moves like the moon moves. And we have certain dates set up. There's certain times of the year that are more special than other times of the year because stuff happens in the sky. And the stuff that happens in the sky, whether you believe in astronomy and astrology and all that other kind of stuff, it does coincide and coincidentally go along with some sometimes positive and other times, oftentimes negative things that happen too. You know what I mean? There's also some numerology that's involved that gets a little bit deep, and that's where I get a little bit lost in the sauce and kind of lose my place. But there is some coincidences that do happen during certain times, and if you want to call it a sacrifice or a ritual or the powers that be. The powers that be are just the people that know about this information, and those that aren't in the know about the information just think of it as a coincidence. That's just part of my little thing. At least what I've understood about the shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, me personally, nothing really just happened by coincidence. I'm sorry. Everything happens for a reason. And unfortunately, Kanye is spilling the guts and spilling the beans, whether they want to call themselves Illuminati or whatever they want to call themselves, the gatekeepers, whatever. There's something and some people out here trying to control exactly what he said, and they have control over certain individuals more than they have others.
And that's the thing, and it was even kind of shown in the whole Kyrie situation that just happened as well too. You know what I mean? Just because he shared a post with Hebrews and Negroes and try to kind of share his interest with the world, like that became a big problem. You know what I mean? And that's where they had to force him to apologize. And had everybody kind of like
divorce. What would he tell me?
going and doing all kinds of shit.
Because I ain't been in your head 5 minutes. You going to sleep? How the hell you go have a conversation talking about one thing? Now your ass over here asleep. No, what is this one?
What?
We get on the road with the camera.
You are fine, woman.
You have two that have joined together, so I don't want to happily take a pause. Now what is this? Kevin Samuels?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna go through a couple of different ones, you know what I'm saying? See if yeah.
Alright.
I mean, you already kind of spoke your piece, so and how you felt about Kanye and how the powers that be aren't the Illuminati, but there are some people that you believe are, puppeteering.
They've been puppeteering for a long time.
Word.
Right? You gotta think about it. There's several artists in the industry that had several things happen to wake up along the way. Narcoleptic, epileptic, I'm just gonna leave it together because it's just not going to work out the way I want it to. But I'm not a huge fan of Kevin Samuels. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not a huge fan of Kevin Samuels.
Really?
No. I'm not. I understand what he's saying to a lot of the women.
Hey, how did you beat his ass?
No, I'm the victim. And I'm okay with that. I think. I got a lot.
How long you been divorced?
For 2 years.
How long were y'all married?
7 months.
So hold on. I know I got a new calculator, but you got
Oh shit.
Kids that are like in their 20s.
Wake up.
So now I'm looking at Dirk.
This shit just all over the
What
place.
about Dirk?
If I asked
You
your
woke up
husband
on
why he got
Terry.
divorced, what would you tell me?
Domestic violence.
Okay. How did you beat his ass?
No, I'm the victim.
Mm.
And I'm okay with it. I thank God I got alive.
And how long you been divorced?
For 2 years.
How long were y'all married?
7 months.
So hold on. I know I got a new calculator, but you got kids that are like in their 20s.
Right.
About two different guys, about one.
By one.
Why didn't you marry him?
The last one?
No, the one that impregnated you once or twice.
Oh, he went to jail.
Oh, so you pick ass whoopers and felons, and then you're gonna complain about what other. I need you to stop right here, man. I need you to slow the whole French toast down. I'm not gonna let you get on here and talk about what black men are not when you pick and whoop dudes that whoop your ass and are felons. See, I'm not gonna sit around and let you back in and just sit around talking about black men ain't here and they ain't this, they ain't that. When in your own life, you pick shit.
But damn.
I mean, I did watch that one before,
I ain't never
and
saw that one.
like I say, I'm not a huge Kevin Samuels fan. However, I don't
No
agree with
female.
him, and I don't always disagree with him either.
No female is a fan of him.
No. I know females that are a fan of Kevin Samuels.
True.
I really do. But I'm not a fan of his because on his platform, he only has women calling. I've never heard a dude calling with issues or say things.
Well, he did. To be fair, he did have shows where he spoke to men, but obviously nobody cares about that shit. You know.
But that's what I'm saying. I've never seen
And I
that.
wouldn't even say
Show
nobody,
me one of those.
but females don't really care about that kind of shit.
But I'm a female who cares about that because every time I ever seen something with Kevin Samuels, it's always, him talking about what women this and that or whatever. But I never see an episode where there are dudes calling in.
And even if he did have a niche market where the only people he spoke to was women, and he was a black man speaking on what he saw in the behavior of women, and he spoke on, and not only just speaking on the behavior of women, but hearing these women say that they want a certain outcome and asking anyone for advice for how can I get this outcome. And then when he gives that advice, no matter how harsh or funny or slick or, however he tried to do it, because he did kind of, try to play a lot of women just to, get views and entertainment and that kind of shit like that. So
And that's why I'm not a fan of him.
well, that's the thing though, when women, get on this shit and they, snappy and they zesty and they snappy and sassy and shit like that. You know what I mean?
New one's zesty.
Yeah, well, zesty is more when dudes do it, but when a woman is sassy, that's the word I was looking for. When a woman is sassy, that shit is fun. That shit is cool. That shit is what it is. A woman is getting somebody told. But even if a dude, obviously he shouldn't apply those same tactics, but if he does,
He's usually not straight.
that's one thing. But then two, it does kind of like women take
You ain't
that as a
sassy,
challenge. You know what I'm saying? Women take it as a challenge.
He ain't sassy or zesty. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't.
You might be a little spicy. little spicy, you know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, like I said, I'm
So now I'm
not.
looking at Dirk and
Well,
Kevin
man.
Garnett.
But he's
What did I say to Legend of Losing? I'm rolling with Dirk because I seen Dirk do what KG couldn't do, and he had a lesser team, and KG had at their best.
You're lying.
Ow!
Go through the team. Because name me the all-league defender on that roster.
Dirk Nowitzki, he had an old J Kidd, he had an old Sean Murray, and he had JJ Graham. He had Wally Zerbiak, he had Latrell Sprewell,
Such
he
a
had
dumb
Drew Hassel,
argument.
he had Brad Hoiberg, like Hudson on that team. They had a solid team around him, bro.
You literally actually overlooked the second and third best player, which was Jason Terry and Tyson Cherry. You immediately went to a 37-year-old Jason Kidd and Sean Marion. So since you're dumb, I'm going to slow it down for you again. Name the defender on the team.
So now I'm looking at Dirk.
So how you feel about that though? I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I love KG personally, but Dirk, he did win a championship with, some bums on the squad, and he beat LeBron.
I'm not gonna say he had bums on his squad. He had with everybody on the outside looking in considered a bum.
Of course.
But he actually had some fairly decent players on his team that everybody overlooked until they went to the championship.
That's why it's a team. That's why,
that's what I'm saying.
the whole thing.
But people often fail to realize that whole season, the little tidbits matter. And that his whole team all season long were doing a little bit here, a little bit there, but everybody considers them as being bums because they're not the LeBron James or these big huge names or whatever. Right. And that's the misconception. Like me being I don't look like it anymore, an athlete formerly. You know what I'm saying? It's always the players that people assume aren't the greatest, but those are also the ones that help win the championships. You know what I'm saying?
They do what they need to do. They have solid
They get the
role
job
players.
done.
They have people that sacrifice. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to score. Not everybody's, you know what I mean, going to.
Everybody's not going to be like,
you know.
Right. Everybody's not going to be the shooter that's going to get 80 points a game, like you know. Kobe. Everybody's not gonna be the Michael Jordans, but guess what? It doesn't mean they're less of a players, and it doesn't mean they bums. But that's the thing where people have this conception of, oh, if they're not like Michael Jordan or Kobe or LeBron, then they ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it gets to that point. I mean, I love basketball as a whole, and I can notice what happens, and I can appreciate every single player on the team and all that kind of stuff like that. But in the grand scheme of it, I know what people kind of just look at. They look at who's the winner at the end of the day, and who was the leader of that team that did win, and that apparently is the best person by default. And that's not always the case, but you know, it's kind of part of it. You know?
Give me the player that's gonna play defense the whole game. That might not be scoring a whole lot of points, but people often fail to realize sometimes if you don't play defense, what game do you have?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because one thing I always learned was when I first hit the court, you better get down there and play defense. Defense wins games. Yeah. And being a collegiate, athlete myself, playing in college as well, my coaches would often say, "Hey, Shayna, you might pass the ball a lot, but you won't let nobody score you." Absolutely, I didn't care how big the girl was, and a lot of those girls were huge. Like I never forget when I first went off to college and I saw the girl that's like 6'4", and I'm like, "Coach, you want me to do what with her? She's too big." But I also was that same girl that when I was 9 years old, my aunt put me on an adult basketball team, and she said, "I'm gonna need you to box out."
True.
So it was like you get in where you fit in. Except for, now it's just like, I don't care. He could be 300. I'm gonna box him out. I'm gonna do whatever. He might be bigger. He might be stronger than me. Like I had a dude dunk on me once, and I swear he had his nuts all in my face.
That's
T-Man.
Shut up.
Yeah.
He did. I shout out to Kawasi. When we were kids, we were kids, and he dunked on me, and I literally wanted to cry. My brother was like, "You better not cry. You better not cry." He dunked and put everything all in my face and in mine. I'm like, "Oh my God."
Damn.
Well, but when I was determined to get him back, and I did.
Word. Of course you didn't dunk on him, but you did get him back.
I did. I poked the hell out of him in the stomach.
Oh shit.
Hey, I learned that from my aunt. They go up to take this little shot. The refs never call it. You look like you swatted at the ball, but you really poking him like that.
Word.
Hey, you gonna fall out the chair, dude. Markel officially suffered from narcolepsy.
Their legacies. Wait till the
Could wait. 5 minutes into this, what? Wait for it. No, look.
Yo, I haven't seen him leading.
You gonna be on the floor.
My bad. Y'all don't understand. This shit's so therapeutic for me.
Honestly, fuck you and your show.
Okay, start this over.
Who is that?
Start over. I wasn't paying no attention. Start over.
Fantastic. It was actually 18. You should watch the show and figure it out. But anyway, go ahead. Fuck out of here. You look like a clown.
That's some girl on some show they made her leave on whatever they do. He always bring them dumb females on there, and she probably like the rest of them said something dumb, and he put her out.
You run a show debating about and with women. Look at that about you.
He said she like an old who?
Yes, you are. You look wild right now.
Wake up.
Oh, you'll do what? You'll do what?
You heard me.
You'll do what? Get shut up.
You heard me.
Yo. Okay, bring her back. Get her, bring her back. Bring her back. And I miss. Yup. Do it. Fred, tell me again. Do it. Fantastic.
Yeah, but it's scrap.
but it's gonna replay.
You wake up and see the unnecessary part. I need you to stay awake the whole damn time, sir.
Yo, you don't realize how relaxing that shit is.
I get it. Don't get me wrong, but shit, I know how to stay awake. Be like, oops, sorry, my bad. But when you about to fall out the chair, you on your own, bro. You too big for me trying to catch and hurt. My bad.
See if the video actually shows you.
Honestly, fuck you and your show.
She said, fuck you and your show.
It's giving you ain't get pussy if you was 20-something years old.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
It was actually 18. You should watch the show and figure it out. But anyway, go ahead. You look like a clown.
First of all, I'm gonna need for her to shut the hell up. Just like he was 18 and he just gets on for the first time. No, just like you out here thought before you turn 18. That's your fault.
13,000.
Hey, yo, but you know, you pick your battles.
Yeah, I'm not saying I was very well over 18 than 20.
Everyone's proud of different things, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So don't try to, you know what I'm saying, downplay him because he said, because he ain't getting done until he was 18. She's something he late. No, he kind of valued himself a little bit more than me. But he's scared. It doesn't matter.
It's just the simple fact that it proves the point that men have to work harder for pussy and women don't have to work for dick.
Fantastic.
I get tired of y'all saying that bullshit. That ain't true.
Women, yo, you could just put out and just say, yo, I want to get fucked right now on any. You could just go outside and say it. You don't even have to go online and say the shit. And somebody will come to your door and be like, yo, let's go ahead and handle that. You may not want to do it with them, but somebody's going to.
That was not my life growing up. I'm sorry, Markel, wake up. It's not my life growing up, okay? It's not my life.
Just being a female, period.
That was not my life. That's why I said it's not true. That was not my life. Don't get me wrong. I tried, but I was like, no. Then I got told, no, you're a virgin.
I'm saying, like, not saying that a woman is going to, like, get 100% all the time, every time. But it is easier for a woman to, you know what I'm saying, have sex than it is for a man to. That's all.
I'm glad it's showing a video and not this individual falling out of the chair at the moment.
If I was a man, I'm not a man, but if I was a man, I wouldn't hire a woman. I wouldn't do it. And I say all the time, and I say that, and that's something that women need to consider when they're talking about this stuff. When you were saying that a man complimenting you, saying, "Oh, I really like your outfit today," is a form of sexism. What is it? If you're a man, why hire a woman?
Right? So you fought all this time to be able to get into the workforce, only to say these are going to be the rules. You know, if you say anything, even if you compliment me, if you look at me, anything, I'm going to have a reason to fight you. And by the way, you're going to want to settle and pay me because even just the stain of an accusation is enough to ruin men. So what if you're a guy, right, in this society, in this Me Too environment, in this litigation-rich environment of misogyny and sexism and all these claims, what is the value add? What's the risk? You know, the benefit and the risk. I can't do the analysis and say, I'd just be like, no, I'm just not hiring one. Give me all the men. If I was a man, and I'm not a man, but if I was a man, I wouldn't hire.
Interesting take.
I mean, I get what she's saying. Now, granted, I don't always see eye to eye with her viewpoints on a lot of things,
Good
but
Candace Owens, shout out to her.
But you know, shout out to Candace Owens. I'm not mad at her. No hate. You know, however, I get it. She's not wrong because this whole Me Too movement. You know, I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but it's also not right either because it's a lot of females out here taking full advantage of it and lying about it. Oh, because he complimented me today. Oh, that's sexual harassment, bitch. He don't want you.
It's just the abuse of power, and I mean that's just kind of the old saying. That
it ain't even abuse of power. It's another form of sexism that women try to use to play off on situations to get what they want.
That's power. Yeah, you're using some kind of influence to power your way to make it happen. Now I get, I think the word power is a little bit, you know, but we're saying the same thing.
Pretty much. I mean, no, I'm not saying that. We're not. But yo, sir, go ahead, fall off the chair.
Snap, crackle, pop.
That part. Wake up. And he's off.
I've sold a good amount to me. Like I said, there's different amounts.
How many?
Stay in your lane.
Wait,
I'm just
I don't
curious.
even worry about her.
Far ball.
She's a reporter.
She can report to whoever she want behind her. I'm talking to you, Kylie.
What is your problem?
Hey, my problem is you are a hater.
Why
I would never wear Big Baller shirt.
No, I didn't
Don't
say
even
that.
talk to Big Baller. I heard you say I'm not doing it.
I said that I would wear something
It
that's
says
a
Big
woman.
Baller. It's the same thing. With all due respect, you're a great reporter, just not reporting on me. I'm going back to Whitlock. I don't think you can comment on anything but snacks.
Wow.
Absolutely. Don't be harsh. Because he want to be harsh on
You
me. Guess
disrespect
what?
women and people for their
No,
wage.
that's what you say. Listen, none about
No, you just said that to me.
Like I told her, I'm not even worried about you right now. Keep me in
Can you look
line.
at my eyes?
She making it be about women, and he obviously just
I
talking
never
about
disrespect
her.
women. But I tell you what, if you act like that, guess what? Something's coming to you. And it's okay.
Wait, are you threatening me?
I asked you to try to turn the words. I would never threaten
You
you.
said something's coming to me.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a psychic.
I don't know what it is.
Like I said, there's different amounts.
How many?
I ain't gonna lie, some dudes are super defensive, and I understand why, especially if you're a public figure and you're not used to the fame and motherfuckers just, come at you all kind of different ways.
What?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The way she said, oh, so you're just gonna sit here and talk about women? No, ma'am, he was talking about you because I didn't feel he directed that at me at all since you said women.
And doesn't that blend into what Candace Owens was just talking about in the previous clip?
Exactly.
Like,
You can't say this because with the Me Too. Don't get me wrong. I get it. The Me Too movement, it is what it is. But the reality of it is, when people hear me say this, they get so upset. So I mean to tell me you don't think Bill Cosby did it? No, it's not. I don't think he didn't do it.
He did that shit back then.
But
that shit old.
It's not even about it being old. It's the fact that it matters that 90% of whatever the situations that happen where? In the Playboy Mansion. So you mean to tell me it's okay for you to come and be like, oh, here, Shayna, take this pill, blah, blah. And I'm going to agree to it. Like the one that said, he gave me a pill and I took it.
You're a grown ass.
And in my mind, I'm like, bitches, you stupid. And he raising his hand. Yes.
Got the floor.
So, in that time frame, I want you to think. That's around 60s, 70s, and all that
Not
shit.
all of them was in now at that time period. Some of the one girl.
It was old as fuck.
No, one girl claimed it happened in like 2001.
2001.
The only black girl that I saw.
And how old was this? This lady.
How old is she now?
Yeah.
Like 30 something.
30 something.
There we go.
That means you let the pudding pot man give you a motherfucking pill and you just agree to take it.
No, now her story, the one girl that was the track star, whatever she claimed that
Temple.
That he invited her to the hotel room, blah blah blah, whatever. But my thing is this: if he invites you to the hotel room, what the hell you thought was gonna happen?
Yeah.
You thought y'all was just gonna lay there and club?
No, it's going to be a spot on, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, if a dude,
audition.
It's an audition, right? Yeah, I'm auditioning.
Real that shit bullshit back in. First of all, you said one word, keyword. You said Tampa. She from Tampa. Temple
University. But even if she was from Tampa, the Florida girls,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, first of all, I can care less about where they from.
First of all,
if you're gonna be a hoe, you're gonna be a hoe. Male or female.
What you thought was gonna happen when you went up into an old ass nigga room and you them young ass coaching?
I'm just saying.
Damn.
He's trying to fuck.
Exactly. So you had in your mind, you knew. Well, shit, his old ass probably ain't gonna last about 5
That nigga took a blue pill
and then, you know what I'm saying? And all I got to do is spook one time and I got get the check. You know what I'm saying?
He took a blue pill before he got
Man, that shit.
Man, that pissed her off because she had to damn work a little bit harder.
No, you know?
That is some 100. That was some 100 unnecessary bullshit because she knew what the fuck she was getting into. So she is excluded from the cast.
I just love the fact that you woke up.
The fact that them old bitches.
Them old line
helpers. Listen, Cosby been banking them home. You understand?
Oh, yes.
Hey, I'm calling Cosby up. I need a couple of dollars from rent, dude. Damn, like my get cut off. Such. Boom. Cosby like, shit, I'm a pimp. I got this. Boom. I got you. Boom. I got you. But the moment them motherfucking checks stop, that's when everybody want a bitch.
But here's the thing. Why you gotta give out checks for people who actually, some of them I feel like consented to some shit?
Because he didn't know about it. He said, hey, you gotta pay to play. That's all he thought he was doing, pay to play. Pay to play.
Do y'all remember that Bill Cosby episode from his show where he was making like a special barbecue sauce?
Yes. Yes. You gonna play the clip? I'm gonna eat
All right.
I let you dry a little bit. I'm gonna eat. You heard me? I'm gonna eat while I let you dry a little bit.
Sleep time barbecue. What?
If I keep drinking, I ain't gonna be able to eat. It's not gonna be good.
If you what?
No, just sit there.
Yeah, she's.
I just explained everything to you, and he heard it.
I ain't heard shit.
He's farther away.
I ain't
It's
heard
okay.
shit.
It's okay. Yeah, buddy. Okay, you better not drive my damn ribs.
I dropped your ring?
No. Shit hot.
Duh. So the Cosby ribs had a special ingredient. I can't remember the episode for some reason.
We about to go through it, but thankfully, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Prince Hood, you know what I mean, for this.
It starts off with this long-ass Frederick Douglass-ass intro. We see Dr. Huxtable and his conservative black family dancing and having a good time. It's a wholesome non-hood TV show.
He breaks it down pretty good. I mean, you remember the beginning, dancing and all that shit. Yeah, Lisa Bonet, fine ass, you know what I mean?
Dr. Huxtable is cooking up some delicious steaks. The family's getting ready for some big cookout they having. This zesty-ass, light-skinned nigga named Alvin is here in the kitchen. He's trying to figure out the secret recipe to Dr. Huxtable's secret barbecue sauce. Spoiler alert, is drugs. It's hardcore drugs. I'm not joking. It's in the sauce.
That is the secret sauce. He's not giving the recipe. He was taking that recipe with him to the grave.
You got some. Yes.
So if you've never seen this show before, it's a rich-ass black family. They real fancy or something. Half of them are super light-skinned for some reason. You got Dr. Cliff Huxtable. Yeah, Dr. Cliff Huxtable. He delivered babies or something exclusively. That's a pretty whack job. Who the fuck would want to do that? Then you got Claire Huxtable. She a lawyer, I think, or something. Maybe I'm going by memory. Theo Huxtable, he the son. He always up to getting in trouble. Who the fuck is this? I don't even know who this nigga is. Goofy ass mustache, yo. I think he's somebody's husband. Maybe it's Denise's husband. She too good for him. That's not fair. Denise is the light skinned daughter. She's like a hippie or something. Sandra is the light skinned daughter. Rudy. How many kids this nigga got, man? Damn, it's not even all of them. Where's this one? She's not even in the damn show no more. Y'all got way too many kids, bro. This shit like this Nick Cannon house.
You had a bridal shower, but nobody gave Martin.
He said Nick Cannon house?
Oh, you didn't have that.
I'll shoot shots. Cosby just said he can't.
Really?
You know, it's not that real bonding.
We're gonna go
I think I should have two
spare
flags.
no expense.
Bachelor party.
That shit never had a better stupid when him and Denise got married. It's because they got married randomly off screen earlier in the season. It's like season 7. They were just doing anything at this point. They had hella random ass characters and shit. The chick from Living Single becomes like the main character at some point with this random ass group of 90s zany friends. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Wasn't that like her prequel to Living Single? Like, didn't she just go to law school after she met Claire and
Shaw?
You know, I think Martin's gonna go for
I think Single was already born by then.
No, it wasn't. No. Living Single came on later on.
After that, because I thought when by the time she showed up on that episode, no, she was hella young.
yeah, that was like, I wouldn't say that was her first gig, but that was like one of her first like TV. At least my first time seeing her ass on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty decent though. And I wonder why more black shows they did that. Just like
Well, you all know why Living Single
Build
wasn't on the
off
air
the show.
anymore, right? You know why they canceled Living Single?
Because of my friends.
Yep.
Fuck Friends. Whack ass show.
No, that is a white America show. No offense to my white people, but I
They just took
that show.
don't find Friends funny.
Yeah, they took the format. They
Oh,
made
that
it
was
for white
sharing
people.
pussy.
Yeah, because didn't like one of them like was dating like the Jennifer Aniston character?
And then they got married.
One dude, and then she ended up marrying the other friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the
Shit.
one doodle. I forgot what damn TikTok or something it was I saw, and the girl was arguing with like her dude or something like that. No, it wasn't an argument. It was some chick, and she just had a TikTok, and she was like, "Yeah, when your daughter's ex-boyfriend becomes your husband or some shit like that." It was
But the daughter slept with
the daughter had the TikTok. Yeah, it was like my mom's ex-husband becomes your dad or some shit.
my ex-husband is not my stepfather.
It was, yeah, it was some crazy ass backwards ass shit. It was just like, what? I mean, I get that happens, but that seemed to happen a lot with the boy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's some bullshit.
I would glorify that to save my life.
We continue with this.
Denise is upset because
Dr.
Theo wants to
Cosby
hire a
barbecue.
stripper for Mustachio bachelor party. That starts a whole ass debate between the men and the women. The men think it's no big deal, but the women think it's the end of the goddamn world for some reason.
You gotta be kidding. Does Martin know about this? Yeah, he's been
Prince Martin knew about this.
You know, he's hiring a stripper for Martin's bachelor party.
Oh, really?
Do you approve of this?
You have to be a good sport about this.
I wouldn't care.
I don't understand. What do they think a bachelor party was? What else is a bachelor party? Male bonding, bitch?
No.
You want a party with a bunch of niggas? Him and his niggas? Why can't you just do that anytime? That's not a bachelor party. What makes that?
Why does she have to approve of it?
Martin's bachelor party is the hiring stripper for Martin's
I think it's arcade. Comedians. I think it's arcade.
Did you tell them that?
I'm married to you. So you are married stripper. That's it.
This episode of Trimsit Cinema is sponsored by ShipStation. Sometimes we do stuff the hard way. We really don't have to. You don't dig a hole with your hand, right? You use a shovel or some sort of digging tool. I don't know. Point is, when you're running a business, shipping your products can be complicated and time-consuming. Don't keep doing it the hard way. ShipStation gives big hustlers like you an easier way to manage all their shipping. It works with all your storefronts, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, etc. So keeping track of all your orders, choosing carriers, printing labels, ShipStation streamlines that whole process so you can focus on just growing your business and watching my hilarious videos. They're already trusted by over 100,000 sellers, and 90% of the companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using it for as long as they're in business. If you're a business person trying to get your business on, ShipStation's got your back. It's not magic, but it'll make your shipping stress disappear. Sign up using promo code PRIM for a free 60-day trial today at ShipStation.com and start breathing easier with every shipment. It's a whole 2 months of stress-free shipping, and it's free to try. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in PRIM. ShipStation. Make ship happen.
ShipStation.
This nigga Dr. Huxtable is acting super suspicious the whole episode.
Dr. Huxtable is acting super suspicious the whole episode.
He put that sauce in the sauce.
What do you think of the rom-com script?
But here's the thing. Until that shit popped off about the pills, nobody knew nothing about her. Nobody knew about him.
They knew. They just don't say nothing.
Here.go.
All the two. One little.
It was like R. Kelly. Everybody knew about R. Kelly. Just didn't say nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
that shit slide.
So you let this motherfucker go around. Well, how old is Bill Cosby now?
Old as fuck. No, he's older than that.
Y'all knew all this shit about this nigga.
He almost 100 years old.
All this one bitch
He's
talking
90
about.
something.
He just
the whole episode.
I just had a problem with now y'all want to send an old ass, blind ass man to prison for what? What the fuck he gonna do? He can't look at you.
What he was trying to do was buy NBC, and the fact that they
That's what started.
And once he tried to buy NBC,
that's what started it off.
He couldn't actually buy NBC after that.
So they had to destroy him by any means necessary to be what he can buy.
Yeah,
The powers that be.
that kind of goes with the theme. You know what I'm saying? Kanye,
The powers that be.
Hold up, we need to take this nigga down a notch. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna take everything from him since he won't.
Kyrie, a multi-millionaire, he's not playing ball with us. Okay, we gotta take him down a notch. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. If you play ball though, like you can make as much money as Will Smith. You know what I mean? If you play ball, you can make as much money as Will Smith.
Fuck that nigga up.
He set himself up. Will Smith.
Right.
Will Smith? Oh, talking about
He's
Chris Rock.
Because I mean, they were giving him the biggest prize for actor at the time, and I mean, he would have just been taken off this year if he did not slap Chris Rock. He would have had 3 or 4 movies already out by now. He would have been in fucking Wakanda forever. He would have been the new Black Panther.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like they would have probably found a way to finesse his ass in that shit.
Probably. Not wrong.
But because of what happened, you know, that was done behind the scenes because maybe he did not do something
that they wanted him to do.
Right. So
He publicly apologized, even though that shit seemed rehearsed.
Yeah, I mean, he is the best actor in the world. So.
That nigga was coerced by that damn Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, let's notice what August Alsina just came out. You know what I'm saying? He just came out as, you know, playing for the other team.
What?
August Alsina, her boyfriend, her entanglement.
Oh, so now he's supposed to be gay?
Yeah, apparently.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
The entanglement boy.
August.
Damn.
Jada's playboy.
Damn, just turned niggas gay.
That's what I was waiting for that correlation. I was like, because there've been rumors of Will Smith being, you know what I'm saying, playing for the other team too, and it's just like,
really?
Is that what Jada does to dudes? She seems like the type to put on a bunch of leather and like whip motherfuckers and be a dominatrix type broad. She just seems like the type.
Hey, if a dude let me do it, I'm gonna do it too.
You know what I mean? She seems like the type that'll put a strap on and be like, bend your ass over, nigga. You know what I mean? Like that. That's the kind.
I mean, the male G-spot is for the anus.
And even without that G-spot being touched or even known about, a man still comes 100% of the time and is satisfied with that. So, and you know that part is kind of like, you know, I don't know, it's a little.
I shot bad in the face.
It's just a little bit different.
I do want a piece of steak.
Chris Suspicious, the whole episode, by the way. He's barely in this shit, honestly. I think he was out buying the actual drugs to put in the barbecue sauce. This whole episode is really just focused on this antiquated ass men versus women storyline. This shit is stupid. It's low-key pissing me off.
Well, you know that I support the idea of you and the other men having your little fresh party to do.
Maybe you heard what I said to them out there. I said no.
You didn't say no.
What did I say?
You said
So he's not even having a stripper for sure. He just kind of got excited about some titties, and now everybody's fighting? What kind of shit is this? These judgmental ass rich people. I can't imagine living with these cornballs. If I had the choice, I'm staying in the hood all day. Fuck these niggas.
This was around the time of gangster music and shit coming out. Like, niggas didn't want this shit.
it's disgusting and it exploits women. Women have to make themselves sexy and alluring because men like him are obsessed with the perfect female form.
Ain't that your brother? You don't have to convince him or be sexy for him. What are you talking about? You dress like a Dr. Seuss person right now. Are you trying to be sexy? It don't seem like it. Clearly, you don't have to. You can be whatever you want, including a stripper or a Grinch person. Stop judging people. All the men and the women arguing now, they start throwing personal shots and everything too. Alvin says Sandra's neck game is terrible or something. He took it too far.
It's just a shade thin. Sometimes I wonder how you swallow.
As a kid, I always went over my head.
want to see that stripper? I don't.
He does.
Yeah, see, I get not approving of it, But they legit
Like
don't
this?
understand why a man would want to see titties. I guess this is just back in the day when everybody had to pretend not to like sex or whatever. That just sounds miserable. The light-skinned grandparents come to the cookout. They start arguing too about the stripper thing. It's really boring and not funny. But hey, it's the 80s though. That's what it was.
What are you all looking at? Haven't you ever seen people argue before?
Yeah, but not you guys.
Oh, grow up.
I mean, me personally, I don't care.
Everybody does a complete 180 all of a sudden, and all the women start offering to be strippers now.
I want you to have great food and friends and all that. Even if you're a stripper. Me.
Great idea. I think that I have a few hot moves myself. Don't leave me out. I'll bring the thing.
I'm about to
The
say.
Huxtable family worked everything out. They all super horny and drowsy. Dr. Cliff Huxtable has this sinister ass look on his face the whole time, and he finally explains what's going on.
Sauce. After a while, when it kicks in, they get all huggy buggy. I got a cup of it up on the night table.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just the barbecue sauce is so good, it make you horny. No, hell no. Look at Sandra. She's barely conscious, bro. How do they think this is okay to put on TV? He was actually doing this shit to people in real life too. This nigga bold as shit. None of this is okay. Y'all some grown ass people. Y'all should already know that. I'm not getting into this, man.
That's that food. I love this chicken.
Bro, where did he even get this mystery substance from?
That's a good question.
I mean, he a doctor, sure. That makes sense. What about in real life? How did he get that shit? Well, he a doctor in real life, too. All right. Moral of the story, though, getting a stripper is wrong for your bachelor party, but secretly drugging your entire family and making them horny or something, that's okay. All right, 80s
I
logic.
mean, shit, I'm gonna
I
make
don't have the
barbecue sauce
energy,
and
man.
put sex
You
on
win
it
this
and give it to
round.
everybody. Go
Stripping
for it.
bad, secret drugs, good. Take some secret sauce.
You've had the
Then
sex
you can
honey
strip for
before?
your family.
I haven't.
Don't worry, you won't see me because you'll be sitting in the back.
This is what happens when you can't be upfront with sexual shit at all. You get weird and repressed, and you put shit in people's food. When really, you should have just went to the goddamn strip club like a normal person. I would hate to be
I just don't understand what's
You
the
think
issue.
just because they all rich and assimilated, shit would be sweet? But no, ain't no telling
No,
what's
I know.
going on
I mean,
with
like in
these
real
weird
life,
ass niggas.
females have problems with that.
They
Like,
keep
I
calling
don't
your shit a
care.
barbecue for one. It's a
End of the day,
cookout, goddammit.
let's
What's
be
wrong
fucking
with
the
y'all?
stripper on his
That's
bachelor
it
night.
though.
Then we gonna
Hopefully you
have
enjoyed this video and it don't get destroyed immediately. My Four Brothers review
in
is
real
coming
life,
up
she
next.
had met a lady.
Don't miss it.
A while
Catch
back.
all my live
She
streams.
worked at a place that we met her earlier this year.
Okay.
She found out her husband cheated on her at his bachelor party. He slept with a stripper,
Okay.
and he burned her
That's fucked up.
on their wedding night.
That's not what you need to be doing.
So, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, his friends had recorded it, so he couldn't deny it. And somebody secretly sent her the video. And this is somebody I met right here in this very area.
Yo, why would you record it? Like, isn't the memory of it just enough? Like,
And they said they were drunk.
This guy,
That's the thing.
kind of rich, and he asked me out of the blue, "Would you date a struggling
Okay.
guy?" And I said no.
We are not scientists, right? So she said she got the clap.
No. How do we know it was a clap? She just got burned.
Burn, clap, whatever you want to call it. I don't that shit takes time to manifest in order to become an actual news. So Buddy Rowe had a the damn
It don't take that much time once you've been exposed to it.
24 hours.
Once you've been exposed to
24
it.
hours.
Once you've been exposed to it, he might not have had no symptoms, but she can have symptoms in 24 hours.
24 hours.
Listen, I can only tell you some shit that's true. It's a difference. There's a wet black hole that he just entered. He's spreading germs, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, bro. That it just seems the timing of it just seems.
It don't seem right.
Just a little bit. Actually, do you remember, obviously, Tyler Perry's movie? You know what I'm saying? Why Did We Get Married? The first one.
Now that shit has some time lapse.
And that's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't matter whether it was 24 hours or 48 hours. It's a female. We're going to experience symptoms before y'all ever will with anything. Y'all can go weeks without experiencing symptoms. All it takes is just a little bit of sex throws off the pH balance 100%.
Yeah.
It throws off 100%. And once it throws it out of whack completely, the body's going to do whatever it is to try to figure out what the fuck is going on with it.
So, in midst of that time, nobody thought to say shit, let me go get tested. Because I'm pretty sure I know he done had a little bit of a
it wouldn't matter if it was
white residue in his drawers.
Not necessarily. Most men take about a week for the symptoms to come up, especially if it's trichomonas. Because that's what she had. That's exactly what she had. Trichomonas. And unfortunately, this was a stranger who proceeded to tell me about this when I was going to purchase an item in the store.
Story time.
In January of this year.
Story time. Nice.
So I sound like a motherfucker who had guilt.
Or guilt for what? Who, her?
Yeah.
No, I was there waiting for a long ass time. I got to be very acquainted with her on a first name basis. Not just because she was helping me purchase this item. No, I got to
I mean, maybe the same rules apply as it does to like farting and shit. You know, whoever smelt it dealt it type of situation. So you're like, oh my gosh, you burned me. Hold up, you might have been burned before. Even, you know what I mean? Like, don't
that's what I was saying.
No.
All I'm saying is that it's not 100% beyond the realm of possibility that she could have had something before.
The bachelor party doesn't necessarily mean it was on the day before the wedding.
So was she a virgin?
No.
Okay, then. So there's a possibility that
you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me if you had your bachelor party on the Saturday before your actual wedding, that you don't think she could be burned the next Saturday when your actual wedding is supposed to be?
You would have said that from Jumpstart.
Okay.
You assumed it was the next day in 24 hours.
Okay.
He had a bachelor party and she got burned on her wedding night.
Well, that makes sense. It will give her a good. But that's the thing with that particular situation. Like, it doesn't take that long for a female to have symptoms of it. Like, she can have symptoms within like a day of being exposed to it. But the male won't have a symptom sometimes for a week. But before she knows shit, that nigga been out there probably clapping cheeks long time ago.
Exactly.
So
he obviously was
I
clapping
wouldn't say the
cheeks.
stripper probably did it. No,
he admitted that's the last
that
female
nigga
he
was out
had
there
been
being
with.
free dick Willie.
But if he admitted that's the last female he been with before their wedding night,
hey,
niggas is stupid now. And sadly, I know who he is. But he was lying. He fucked the stripper that night.
Did anybody get their ass in to get treatment?
Of course. How else would she not know that she had trichomonas?
So what about the stripper? Anybody want to call the stripper and say, hey? If they tell you, you had partnership.
Hey. She's a stripper. It ain't like they call it. I'm gonna go get some more beans on that note. They are quite the yummy, I tell y'all. And then I'm gonna try this fireball pie. Would you like to try fireball pie?
Yeah.
I've never had it. It looks like sweet potato pie to me, but it smells like fireball.
You know, to me, you're the struggling guy. I haven't healed yet. Plot her world would have been rushed. She felt wined and dined. And in that setting,
Yeah.
she wasn't even someone that's being attacked.
I know none of these people.
So I was dating this guy, kind of rich, and he asked me out of the blue, would you date a struggling guy? And I said no. And he said, you know, to me, you're the struggling guy. I haven't healed yet. Plot
He said, I haven't healed?
would have been rushed.
Because
Wined and
you know,
dined.
he was a rich guy, and he just asked her a general question like, "Hey, would you pretty much, you know, date a broke dude?" She's like, "Hell nah, I wouldn't date a broke dude. That's why I'm fucking with you. You're rich." You know what I mean? And so dude was just basically like, "But you do know that in this scenario, you are the struggling, you are the broke bitch. You are the broke person. So if you wouldn't date a broke person, then
Why should I date your
why
date
should
your
I
broke
date
ass?
your broke ass?" That's why she hasn't healed yet, because dude probably never called her again after that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you one of those type of bitches. Okay.
I mean, but this is my thing. A lot of women are told, "Oh, you should date up. You should date somebody that has more than you." But also, I believe that honestly. But what about the dude who decides he wants to date up? He wants to date the female that has money. They give him a hard time.
It's not.
But females do it all the time. Don't mean the shit right.
Who gives him a hard time?
Society,
And by society, you mean
the world, as in other people other than us. Because I could give two fucks.
no society, meaning the gender that has the most opinion about most things.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that women clown this man for being not the breadwinner. She will go to her home. She will go to her homegirl and be like, "You could do better. Why you got this man living off you? Please don't have this man playing you. Please protect yourself. Protect your assets. He's only with you because you got money." Now, obviously, an adult and another adult can cancel all that noise out and be together, and whoever makes more money, it doesn't matter, just as long as they're happy. But if a man is making less than a woman, usually it's women telling the woman that she can do better, and it's usually women telling the man like, "Yo, now don't get me wrong, there are some men that will look at another man and be like, bro, you ain't bringing home the bacon, you ain't the man then, you know, you ain't wearing the pants, like, yo, bitch, that does happen from time to time, but usually men don't even talk like that.
I mean, me personally, I don't feel like that makes him less of a man because he makes less money than her. The thing about it is what a lot of women fail to understand and fail to realize is this. Just because he make less money than you don't mean he's less of a man. You also have to know your role as well as to understand this. He is still a man no matter what. There is still some shit that you cannot do that he can and will do. So you have to know your role. You have to know when to let a man do what it is he is destined to do, even if I'm the breadwinner, I do this, I do that. That don't mean a goddamn thing. But if you got to go pick up all them bricks outside, so now you man enough to go do it? Nah, heifer, you ain't man enough to do it. Let that man do what he's supposed to do.
How about this scenario? She is making a good bit of money. You're living well. You got nice cars outside. Got a nice house. Got nice things inside the house. Somebody sees that and says, "I want to take that." Who's going to try to put up a fight and stop that? Who's going to protect? Who's going to hear him in the night and come downstairs?
The man will.
Exactly. It's not whoever makes the most money. No, it's always going
because
to be
he's
on the shoulders of the man.
Exactly. Because
As
if
it
you a real woman who's dealing with a real man, regardless of how much money he makes, she knows to allow him to be the man that he's supposed to be in the house, one way or the other. Even if his money does not equate up to yours. So what if he said, "Oh baby, you know what? I might be a little short on the mortgage this month, but baby, can you help a brother out because I'm in between situations or whatever." 9 times out of 10 between jobs, but that doesn't make him less of a man. What makes him less of a man if he doesn't have a job. Like these girls out here dealing with these dudes that he don't have a job, they taking care of him, and he laying up in their house, driving their car.
Jody.
Exactly. First of all, I ain't got time for no Jody type of dude. Okay.
Why you late, Jody?
Exactly. Just because Jody laying pipe don't mean Jody good for anything else. I need if Jody gonna lay pipe, Jody need to come in here and fix the pipes in the house, not just my pipes in my house.
But that's the thing, though. You have a certain level of priorities in which you feel are top notch. For some females, the top of their list is getting good dick. They'll take anything else that the man has to offer or accept, or what he don't have or what he do have. As long as the dick game is right, that's who she wants.
I'm sorry.
There are some females that will drop that down a notch and be like, look, I need a dude that make money first, and that's the number one priority. And then there's the real women, in my opinion, that look at a dude and be like, this is the best fit for me. This is the person that makes me happy, makes me laugh, and that checks my box.
Yep.
The person that comforts me when I'm down, that checks my box. A person that has good characteristics and things that can't be bought, things that can't be, seen by others, but only is known if you have a personal relationship with that person. Those deep characteristics and those deep kind of like pillars of a person, that I would call it. But that's why I say real females, will go towards a dude like that. But other females, their head gets turned just like men. Their heads get turned by different things. Like a dude should be looking for the highest quality woman. But sometimes the ass is all we need.
But then these
the
dudes,
ass is all we need.
But then I'm sorry, I have a problem with these dudes be taking these hoes out here and turning them into housewives, and then you got the girls like me. That's like, well, damn, is she sucking and doing more than I am? Shit. I'm gonna work on 2-3 jobs. I might not suck this as much as she do, but I might work this job. Give me the bullshit. Well,
now the podcast is live. What's happening, people? What's happening, people?
You talk about well. Give me the well reason why for the bullshit. I think she probably got the little lockjaw syndrome. She might have a little lockjaw syndrome, whatever, but the bitch broke. Now what? I can have lockjaw and some money with it. I might support you this and sometimes at that moment. You be over there educated.
At one point,
everybody up in there, goddamn, everybody.
And that's the crazy part about it is that, that there is no limits when it comes down to that no more in the modern era of dating. Like, there used to be a standard of, okay, if a woman had too many bodies, like she's just undesirable, I'm not fucking with her at all.
Hey, pause.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It used to be a time.
No. Y'all hoes ain't got no more. Y'all just want.
Back then, now there was a specific woman. She was out there fluently.
Yeah, everybody
can get it. What? I got my pass. She was excellent.
Now the homeboys got it.
And still was excellent.
The bullshit.
Still 5 stars.
Whatever she did, whatever maintenance that she did, it was her participation. It wasn't just the box. It was the participation.
Right.
She was a nurturer.
This is why
she was a nurturing what of your dick?
Of your ego. Let's be honest. It's about the ego.
No, it's about your dick.
No, seriously. Like, this is why some prostitutes, when they have these interviews and all this shit, they'll be real, and sometimes they'll say, you know what? Half of the dudes that come to me, all they want is a woman to stroke their ego, to listen to them, to talk to them, to hear their problems, to not, yell at them, judge them, do whatever. Like, these some dudes just need a bitch to be their therapist and just be nice to them. And they'll pay a woman just to be nice to them because they can't get that in real life, so they have to pay some woman to do that for them.
Can I be honest?
Please do.
She ain't spoke shit. She fucked dog shit out of me, fed me, fucking shit dog out of me again.
I done heard this story before.
And that's because you
let me sleep.
But that's because you a dude that you can get women. You have options. You got, you know what I'm saying? But
back then I wasn't that GG.
But you were still a G. You know what I mean? There are some dudes out here that really have a hard motherfucking time talking to women at all. I'm really talking about European American dudes. Like they
don't have a hard time.
They struggle. They kill themselves over women.
No, they don't. All that motherfucker had to do is show them their credit score.
Facts. Especially now.
Yo, the
Way back when they had to, but now shit.
The Green Ranger just killed himself because his wife divorced him. Now that's a sad situation.
I'm sorry.
Man, hold on.
But you said the Green Ranger.
It's a sad situation, but that happened to him.
Not Tommy.
Yes, Tommy just killed himself a couple days ago because his wife was going to divorce him, take the kids away, and his life was going to be, you know, in his opinion, going to be ruined. And so he figured the best way.
Bitch, if you watching this, all of your days be dark and gloomy.
You stole my childhood away from you.
You
Everything.
he wouldn't kill himself.
Tommy was a real nigga, real G.
Whatever.
Tommy will kick the shit out you and then give you a handshake afterwards. He don't cut your ass.
Word.
How the hell you gonna fuck up that man?
But that's what I'm saying.
He wanted to be a husband. He wanted to be a father. He wanted to be. He wanted this shit.
At least he like the dude who turned around and killed his damn mom.
Yeah.
Damn, Steve Irwin?
No, Steve Irwin didn't kill his mom. Just the dude from Malcolm in the Middle.
Who's Malcolm in the Middle?
The 90s version of a white Steve Urkel type.
I wouldn't even. It don't even deserve to be that comparison.
Yeah, it really don't, because Steve Urkel was a lovable
It was a different type of thing.
No.
Here's fireball pie.
Fireball pie.
Hey, I'm just gonna eat
Look
it.
like sweet potato pie.
Yeah, it does. But when you smell it, you smell all the other.
All right.
There's no put fireball in it. I smelled it when I first opened the pie. Oh, it's a little cool in it. Let me heat up some of that.
Men don't care about your money. Men pick woman based upon what?
Michelle.
Their looks that they have to offer.
No, their looks and their body. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
So, on the scale, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Your son?
About
She's
4.
really cool. How much did you weigh last time you weighed?
Like a tree.
If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 0 to 10, you can't use 7. Fresh face out of the shower.
Taste the fireball.
What would you give me?
It is warm. You taste it?
Okay, and I consider a 10 to be. I know you don't consider Beyonce to be a 10, okay? But I consider Beyonce to be a 10.
I don't care.
Jessica Alba to be a 10. I would rate myself at a 9.
In nobody's life are you a 9.
Oh, damn. Look at me and Brian and she
Men
coming
don't
too.
care about your money. Men pick woman
See, I'm
based
starting to
upon
shit that I was kind of.
Their looks and what they have to offer.
no, their looks and their body. That's where it starts.
I mean, just based off of her looks, to me, she's at least an 8.
How tall are you?
7.
This is another Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
About
Now you
4.
see why I don't be liking him?
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
160.
She fucking thick.
She gonna call her fat.
If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 0 to 10, you can't use 7. Fresh face out of the shower, your hair. What would you give yourself?
Okay, and I consider 10 to be. I know you don't consider Beyonce to be a 10. Okay.
You don't?
I consider Beyonce to be a 10.
I don't care.
Jessica Alba to be a 10. I would rank myself at a 9.
In nobody's life are you a 9.
What? Nobody's life?
Men don't care about your money. Men pick woman based upon.
Damn, bro. I consider her a goddamn 9.
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, bro. Like, yeah, okay.
Because women,
I mean,
Kevin
there's a good chance he was. I'm sure.
that are normal.
Nigga, you wouldn't been married.
My mother worked in a factory. That wasn't a career. She made more money than a lot of people who had careers, but it wasn't a career. So when you say I'm focused on my
Again, this isn't a specifically black woman thing. I think y'all are worse. For us, because I only deal with black women. But women are terrible listeners. And the reason why women are terrible listeners is a lot of times, there's before shit gets to your brain, there's a filter of emotion. How do I feel about this thing? And men aren't wired to communicate that way. Men are communicating facts. And that's why you'll see a lot of like even arguments you might see on YouTube or conversations you see on YouTube. It'll be like, well, 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Well, I feel like that's
80% divorces about.
Like, I'm not going to face with this objective.
Shit.
I'm going to filter it through how I feel.
He's not wrong in that part,
It
but
doesn't relate to me. And I think because of that, there's a lot of like lost communication. So the only
Women
again,
initially.
this isn't a specifically black woman thing. I think y'all are worse.
Wow. Yeah, that was a little.
he said he thinks black women are the worst.
Yeah. He says because y'all don't listen.
Do not be vulnerable with women. Like,
But you've never
100%.
been in love.
You want to be an example? Women are not built to handle masculine problems. Being vulnerable with a woman is some of the worst advice that modern day women give to men, because if I sit there and I cry to you, oh my God, my life is horrible, blah, 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 you might sit there and console me for a bit, but deep down you're like, you fucking bitch.
No!
That's so true.
That's not true. That's not true. No, fuck.
Again, this is
If
a
you
prime
can't be
example
vulnerable with a
of women
woman
saying
to
one
it, then
thing
I don't
and
know
doing
who the fuck
another.
you
They're
fuck. You
saying
need
this
new
right now
bitches in
because
your
it's
life.
politically correct to say you can cry to me, you can be vulnerable to me,
But
etc.
be careful from
But
hard
deep
side.
down, if your man came to you and was crying on your shoulder
That's
saying,
why
I don't know what's going on, his vagina's gonna dry up, she ain't gonna want to fuck with him anymore, she's gonna look for a stronger, more capable man, because women are designed to look for security. Do not be vulnerable.
But you've
100%
never been in love.
In my personal opinion, there is a fine line. Like, you can be open with a woman, but you cannot be like
tear-eyed dropping it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm sorry.
You can't be
Sound
like
like a goddamn South pussy.
you can't be completely like, look.
Why
this
can't
is-
you? But
this
y'all
is my
expect us to
bare
be
soul.
that way. But y'all, but how?
Because y'all operate that way.
But
How?
no. But when there's my problem is this: when there's no more, sir. When there's a female who doesn't operate in that way, i.e., myself, that seems to be a problem. But why? Why is it automatically assumed that every female is supposed to operate that way, and every dude should?
It is automatically assumed because of our experiences. And at least personally, I test it out in little increments. If you can't even handle the low increments and that kind of shit is thrown back in my face or used as some joke or whatever the case might be, then I just know that you are not the person I can trust with personal information. Now, granted, maybe I just haven't found that woman that can take like personal information, keep it to themselves, and actually use that to kind of help build our relationship. But most of the time, anytime I've shared anything with a woman, she's turned around and used that shit against me. Whether it be in an argument or whether it be just to embarrass
I've never
me.
used anything to share with me in an argument or against you.
That's what I'm saying. Not everyone, but just in my experiences. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like the smallest shit. Maybe now and again, I got wise to the shit. And I would even tell like a little white lie. I would embellish
You
some
know what?
real shit.
You know what that is, though?
What's that?
A weak ass woman.
Yeah, and I agree. That's why I say like she just proved that she's not, you know what I'm saying, worthy of anything else. You know what I mean?
I mean, here's my thing. In our community, we expect our men to always be super strong, that the women are supposed to be this way, that, black people are expected to be tough because we done been through so much shit. But then when you get the person who, he wants to express his emotions, that nigga weak as fuck, that'd be the first thing that come out their mouth. And granted, don't get me wrong, I have been guilty of saying that about certain dudes, but I also have said these things about certain dudes that I know are weak as fuck. But I don't think there should be a problem with a man who expresses himself.
It shouldn't be.
He should be able to express himself.
He should be.
But
you're using the right words. Should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in the black community, that is an issue. Because you know what? White men do it all the time. And the women love on them in different ways. And I've seen different things, and who cares? Kill it. I've seen it all, but at the same time, it's like, why can't I express myself? This is like, I kept telling a girl I worked with, I became good friends with her, and I kept saying, listen, therapy is a good thing. But amongst us, I don't want to sit down and talk to these white people,
They don't necessarily be white.
But exactly, like having a therapist is not a bad thing, because you know what? The problem with a lot of us in the black community, we have so much trauma in our lives. We don't know how to properly express that. And then we too busy calling the next person weak or they sorry, they laying in this. Nah, they actually going through some real life stuff. If we take the time to understand what's going on with ourselves, we can understand what's going on with the next person. And most of us, we don't even know what the hell is going on with us. Why are they dressed up in turkey? No, they are Mexican. They are Mexicans. Where are Mexicans with look like either turkey or Scooby-Doo onesies on?
I think the Scooby-Doo or goddamn
No, it's Scooby-Doo.
It's Scooby-Doo. I see the little black thing on the tails and.
I was about to say maybe it was a reindeer, but then I was like, nah, so early for that.
Okay. Piggyback on what you said.
All right.
In the black community, we all figure that psychologists and everything is for the niggas who crazy, or for the motherfuckers who going through something, or for the motherfuckers who solve, or for the motherfuckers who trip. Okay.
Great.
So,
excuse me.
It also shows there are some people who go through emotional traumas and shit, so forth.
Mm-hmm.
They go through it because they don't have no other outlet.
They think they have no other outlet.
Yeah, that's that problem.
They think they have
no other outlet, and they hold shit in, and then when you get around the right person, you might fucking explode.
Yup, and then they want to do all this crazy dumb shit. Oh, that nigga crazy, and he's really not crazy. He's just trying to be good.
But then for the those who do get those treatments, who get those help, who get those things, and they just find a better way to let it out.
They do. They learn a better way to deal with it. They learn some, better coping mechanisms.
You gotta find an outlet.
Yeah.
Whether it's drawing, whether it's fucking grabbing in a booth, whether it's fucking punching a bag, whether it's fucking running damn near 10, 20 miles.
Right, lifting weights, goddamn.
We have a guest appearance. Say they want to be a part of the podcast too, even though they're not here.
Yeah, I could have sent up a link to pop in on that shit.
Wait, you want us to send you the link so you can pop in?
Nah, I got the link.
Oh, you can still talk from the phone.
Yeah, I mean, it's same difference.
It is what
bro.
it is. He got his son with him. That's why he didn't want to be on phone.
It's all good.
He didn't want to pop in. But no, we were discussing how women often will look at a dude and say if he cried, express his feelings, and say how he's weak. And I took it a little bit further and say, no, that's only amongst the black community. Because, we often feel like, oh, a black man should be this or a black woman should be that. Like, black women are taught that, hey, we don't need a man. White women are taught to Kingston hung up the phone. That's the baby. I know he hung up the phone.
That's why I didn't want to do all this.
Sir, don't be hanging up the phone on me. I see you over there pointing your finger. I'm gonna come fight you.
It was like enough of that.
He said enough of that. First of all, don't be trying to make no comments at me. What? It's a 2 versus 1 situation. Unfortunately, I actually fall dead slap in the middle because I agree and I disagree on something.
Okay.
I mean, truth be told, don't get me wrong. Now, women out here, black women are taught they don't need a man. Unfortunately, that's true.
That's a hard wall to break for a man that's trying to actually break that wall down.
Yeah, because with women, like the conversation we had last night, sometimes we get beside ourselves because, oh, we make more money than him. He ain't this. Yeah. But you can't go pick up them bricks by yourself. But you talking about he don't make as much money as you. You gonna pick up the bricks by yourself? Nah, you gonna call that man since you think so you think you don't need him.
Yeah. A chick at work one day, and me one of the autoclaves got stuck,
right.
And she couldn't get it over. She called me. She said, "Hey, can you help us?"
Your face is priceless. I am so.
And I opened the autoclave. And I pulled it open, whatever, got this thing out.
Yeah.
She said, "See,
I finished eating.
This is a black one." She said, "See,
yeah.
I don't know why y'all out here acting like y'all don't need no fucking man, because you do need a man at some point."
Hey.
Word.
That shit was like, I was like, damn, bro.
Even dykes have to admit they need a man at some point. Even though she might not think she a dude, she's still a dyke. She's still a female. Unless you about to go out here and get testosterone pumped in your body and get a wee added on, you still need a man.
You can't be out here saying that foolishness. Women can do anything a man can do. And if anything, she can do it better. You know
I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Bullshit.
I'm gonna show you. You know what I mean?
Bullshit.
But in all reality, though, I mean, there is a fine line between everything. And I don't mean a fine line. There's actually a very hard line between masculine and feminine. But there is a very gray area that a lot of people want to play into as far as
He like he's sweet.
I can do just certain things, but other things I know I can't, but I still want to admit it. And that's the kind of thing, too, you know what I mean? Like, men obviously all the time admit when they need women. You know what I mean, for whatever the case might be. Not all the time, but they will.
I'm not gonna say all the time. But go ahead, rephrase that.
They will open themselves up to saying it at least.
At the time that
you're right. When the time presents themselves, they're not gonna volunteer it. But when the situation,
I'm gonna say never met none of them dudes. Well, I take that back. Dudes admitted they needed me when they want.
I'm not saying that that's not I'm not saying that that's not part of it.
Hey.
She's probably like, hey.
That's a he. That's a he saying hey.
Yeah, he was like, tell you. He's a 13, auntie.
Right.
Hey, wrap that shit up. Wrap it up.
Hey. No, I ain't no wrap that up. That's the truth. The only time I ever heard they need me was when they need some. Yeah. Right? Hey.
I know I said I needed, and it wasn't referencing Gucci because she already gave it to me already.
Hey.
I just needed her insight on things.
Yeah.
For suggestion of what she think about.
Yeah.
Come on, it's men out here who elaborate their significant other and
appreciate what she brings to the table. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the rest of you do.
But it's hard to say need because, you know, we only need certain things in life, which is pretty much like, you know, water, air, and food and stuff like that. So, I mean, of course, we need a few other things on that list, the hierarchy of needs. But, you know, for the most part, it's basic, you know what I mean? But most of that stuff falls into the one category, and what we want, you know what I mean? That drives a lot of people. People go after what they want.
They go after what they want, and then when they get what they think they want, because a lot of times when they say they want, they realize, oh, I take it back. I mean,
between a good guy and a nice guy.
Hey, I'm just straight up. Who cooked? Your mom cooked?
A nice guy is the one that really overcompensates.
I don't know. We eat none of this.
Previous situation.
Oh yeah, real chicken, steak, and roast beans, and yes, and fireball pie.
He's not a softie. He's about that life. If that makes sense.
You know they're called the nice guys because women don't actually like them.
I better fall asleep that day.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
but he's not for me.
Yeah,
he's a nice guy.
Women will call a man a nice guy because they're not attracted to them. Like they don't see themselves with them. Like you can be a nice guy. I mean, you can be a good guy, but a nice guy to someone else. Do you get what I mean? Because you're not attracted to that person.
I want to meet a
nice guys. Someone gave me this. I'm gonna try and explain it as best as possible. Someone said
there's a lot of African women that's more rich, but
no, there is a difference.
That's what I'm saying. She wants to see something.
you got
A nice guy is the one that really overcompensates for what you've lost in.
He's definitely
Roses, the whole shebang. A good guy is someone who can put you in a place. He's not the softie. He's about that life. If that makes sense.
You know they're called the nice guys because women don't actually like them. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in,
oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
he's not for me.
Yeah, women will call a man a nice guy because they're not attracted to them. Like they don't see themselves with them.
He's a nice guy, but
nice guy.
he's just like
you can be a good guy.
That's my expensive.
To someone else. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not attracted to that.
You're a good man.
Nice guy.
I heard that
someone said there's a difference between a good guy
It's not that. I mean, I
don't think I'm a good guy for any motherfucker, to be honest.
Hey, I like that part.
Everybody thinks as soon as you touch the league, you're a millionaire. As soon as you get drafted, even sixth round, you're a millionaire. And it's not like that. I get drafted to the Dolphins. As soon as I get drafted, my mom moved to Miami, my sister moved to Miami, my brother-in-law moved to Miami, because now, like B said, we made it. We made it. As an older man now, I didn't know this as a 20-year-old rookie, but as an older man now, you can't save everyone.
Nope. You'll be broke.
A lot of relationships, bro. You're paying this person $1,500 a month. I'll pay 20% down. Find a place that you can get where you're paying me $1,300 a month. And I own the place, and you can live there instead of paying them pay me. It sounds good until they get resentment towards you for being their landlord.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have uncomfortable conversations with your siblings, with your loved ones, because if we all are happy, we all are broke. Somebody has to set a standard.
Mm-hmm. I watched that episode, and he's not wrong.
No doubt.
Because at the end of the day, it's one of the things like, I know dealing with people that even though you're friends with this individual, and everybody wants you to give them something. Oh, like even one person tells you, oh, I can't get your discount. No. What you can do is you can sign up for this, that, and third, and you can get it for a discount. It just won't be my discount, but you can get it for a discount. Or shoot, you got 2 jobs, let me hold something. Nah, my 2 jobs is covering all my bills. You need to go try to find you another one. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? Granted, everybody like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Nah, you lazy. You expect somebody to give you something. But if I get out here and work hard for mine, like I said, when I met the dude that said he was looking for a sugar mama. And I looked at him and said, oh, now play, you get the wrong helper for that job. And this one right here ain't for it. I got 2 jobs and I support me and all my bills. Oh, you got 2 jobs and you got that nice truck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nah, well then go find you an old lady who got a husband who either out here running the streets and he just throwing money at her because he want to keep the young girl and it's cheaper to keep her, but he don't want to divorce her because she gonna take half of what he got. You gonna find her because I ain't her. I was like, look, I can't be your sugar mama. I'm financially challenged temporarily.
I can't believe he was actually looking for. Oh man, I can see the appeal of having the sugar mama.
I don't see it.
I don't really either. And I actually think I had a woman at my job kind of try to broach the topic because she's a nurse anesthetist or whatever. She makes good money. And she was just asking me out the blue. She was like, how do you feel about sugar mamas? And I was like, sign me up. But I mean, I guess it's what he's doing.
How you feel about sugar mamas? Sign me up your ass. No, I shot him on purpose.
I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't never seen sugar mama theory. I mean, I've heard about it. Yeah, I think I have been sugar-fied by a sugar mama.
Okay.
But
sugar-fied. Sugar-fied.
But I probably didn't accept or didn't understand what she was doing.
Right.
I had one who wanted me to move in the house. You can stay in the room and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Don't have to pay anything. Some you can stay the night, or you can stay a couple nights. I'm like, is it a couple of night things, or you just want a couple of night things?
You just want me to time that time. What you want me to do?
Yeah, I was asking questions, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I would have not adjusted, but I had other situations and responsibilities that had my attention, so I wasn't gonna sit here and you know, like, you know, give her that energy because, like, yo, you probably an excellent fucking woman that somebody deserves, and here I am taking advantage of your ass.
That's what she wants.
I have a bad problem with that. Yeah. Motherfuckers can offer me the world, and I will refuse it because I don't think I deserve that right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I deserve it. I just don't want it. Yeah, I take point blank. Oh, I deserve it, but I just don't want it from you.
I don't think I deserve it at that moment.
Look, I work too hard. I deserve all that shit, but I don't want it to depend on who it is. As a matter of fact, no, I don't want it at all because I'm good where I'm at. But at the same time, I have to make you understand where I get those dudes be like, oh, if your boyfriend ain't doing this, I be your sugar daddy. First of all, nigga, old man give you worms. And two, that's my whole motto, old man give you worms. And two, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. It ain't worth it. Like, it's too much out here for me to be out here trying to chase the next old man because he got some money. Granted, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? When the money comes, what's for me is for me. So when the money comes, the money gonna come. When we get our money together, it's gonna be there. I ain't gotta go out here and get it from the next old man who wanna pay for this and pay for that. I don't have plenty of dudes telling oh, you know you thick, you be your sugar. Boy, listen, just how you like be like fat girls like me, I'm good. I'm good.
You're not fat though.
Yeah, that's kind of.
He telling me it's not fat.
I mean, I understand y'all feel that way. I feel how I feel about me, okay?
Big mama, there's a difference.
Right. She got a big
Juicy.
She got a big old trunk.
Juicy, this different.
This is live. Don't be saying stuff like that on TV.
No, I'm being honest. You juicy, you ain't know. Yeah, I hear that.
It's not that sloppy shit.
I mean, I get that. I appreciate the compliment. You know, like I say, it's a hard thing.
I pressed real hard on my braids when I was getting this compliment. Like,
I wasn't pressing hard on your braids.
You were really telling me to shut the fuck up. You better shut up. Be quiet.
I got too lucky in my hand. Dang it. That's what you talking about.
It got tighter.
Stop the foolery. The foolery has begun.
Shit, leave up all the way up. Quiet.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and play the next video, you know.
I was scared.
I was crying. I said too much.
Are you gonna shut up and finish? It's not a prize for a man to be married. To catch the bouquet at weddings to see who's going to get married next.
Just to be clear, this conversation started off of men like us, and that's what I laughed off of. I wouldn't want none of y'all to propose to me. That's why I laughed.
We don't want you either.
Is he a dude?
It's a shit.
No man I would want to be on that podcast.
This podcast is the only reason why you and I are in the same room.
I see a whole bunch of empty fingers with no ring fingers, so what y'all need to keep a woman?
Listen, being married is not a
So are you in a relationship?
Are you gonna shut up and finish? It is not a prize for a man to be married. It's like, hey guys, I got married. Most guys say, I got married.
Oh, Gary, he married me. Gary, yeah, all her niggas trying to marry her too. He married her dumb ass and he just broke it or whatever.
This conversation started off of men like us, and that's what I laughed off of. I wouldn't want none of y'all to propose to me. That's why I laughed.
We don't want you either.
You don't get men like I was time. This podcast, and this is not to sound insulting.
No man I would want to be on that podcast.
This podcast is the only reason why you and I are in the same room.
I see a whole bunch of empty fingers with no.
Who is it?
Nobody takes Black America.
Our baby dude.
Cut on the news and see shit like this. You're not gonna see Jeff Bezos and Leonardo DiCaprio, rich Caucasian men shooting dice, and if they are, they're in a casino they own. You're not gonna see them shooting dice. Jeff Bezos like, wait a minute, Leo, didn't you look at my wife last year? Or didn't you? I catch you looking at my girlfriend. Leo's like, well, I did look at her, but I did. All right, bitch ass. Like, that's never gonna happen. We're the only motherfuckers that can't figure out how to get shit structured. No, we're the laughing stock of America. You're watching this video, we're the laughing stock of America. Nobody takes this serious. Look at this shit. We're the only people in the news that keep by gun violence publicly. Our celebrities keep popular people in our community and by our own hand. We keep by our own hands because we just don't know how to get act. We can't get along. So what do? Escape.
Oh, is that in reference to the pickle?
Yeah.
I mean, they got a point. You're not gonna see white men out there shooting.
And this is why I don't.
So what the fuck they doing? Tell them to go risk their goddamn life and get fucking pulled over. Fuck wrong with them. They got a problem. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 uncles with all trucks, cars, and all kinds of shit. Tell me if they had something to come get it. The fuck? If you want to be with his mama, fuck them. Shit.
And this guy puts up his hand who hasn't contributed anything all night. He says, listen, I got to ask you a question. He says, no, this is a tough one. I've been running this business out of my dorm and I'm about to graduate. I'm making about $5 million a year in free cash flow. And I said, I don't hear a problem. He said, that's not the problem. My fiance came to me today and said that
he ain't gotta be in that situation. He ain't in that situation.
Why?
My whole
Because
shit
I'm not
is
spending any time with my family. I don't have any time
he
on
own them
weekends. I
shit.
can't go out to the soccer games with her nephews and stuff. And I didn't.
If you do
I just
something from the
can't,
heart, if you
because
do
I'm
something
so
from the
busy.
heart,
And I got to keep my business going. I got to graduate my degree. What do I do? Which one is easier to replace? The girlfriend or the business? I mean, you got to ask that question. You're making $5 million a year, and every woman in this class now knows this. And this guy puts up his hand who hasn't contributed anything all night. He says, listen, I got to ask you a question. He says, no, this is a tough one. I've been running this business out of my dorm and I'm about to graduate. I'm making about $5 million a year in free cash flow. And I said, I don't hear a problem. He said, that's not the problem. My fiance came to me today and said that she's going to leave me. And I said, why? Because I'm not spending any time with her family. I don't have any time on weekends. I can't go out to the soccer games with her nephews and stuff. And I just can't because I'm so busy. And I got to keep my business going. I got to graduate my degree. What do I do? Which one is easier to replace? The girlfriend or the business? I mean, you got to ask that question. You're making $5
I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, what other dude is she going to meet making $5 million? You know what I mean? If he's telling the truth, you know what I mean?
They don't realize.
So I can replace her.
They keep the dollar
Like, that's
single
crazy.
their sons a week, so they'll be their security plan. Go to the video I uploaded about another woman that shared real quick. She was talking the same shit you were talking. She was a mother of 2. Because if you keep your daughter single, get you a job, get your career done, because these men can destroy you, whatever. What do you think that does to a daughter? It makes her go out to the world not trusting men. So she does go off and become successful and have a job, and she ain't got a husband or whatever. That means her little money or whatever. When mama gets sick or mama fall on hard times, that is what's happening right now. So many women can't have lives because they're taking care of their mothers. Sons are doing the same thing. It's called being a son husband. They don't want to leave because mama is alone. Mama ain't had no man.
What happened when mama had a man and he died? You not saying that part.
Well, that is a part of it. You know what I mean? But he's more or less kind of just going at it from the angle of just
A single mother, which that's why I say I'm wholeheartedly. I do not always agree with Caleb Savage. I'm not a fan of him because he only takes one-sided approach.
Yes, he should. He's a man. He only knows it from his
perspective. This is like hell. I don't think I've ever seen him say something about men who are single fathers. But hey, they don't call it on his show either.
Right. That is very true.
Women always want to call and ask for advice from random ass motherfuckers. No, get your shit together. You ain't gotta ask nobody for advice.
But that's the thing, like. Yeah, you're right. If they got this shit together, it would probably be just a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Because my thing is like I would have called him. I would have called him with an asshole mentality.
He would have just hung up on you.
And he would hung up on me like he do with the ones who actually challenge him back. But
Yeah,
the women who don't challenge him back, and they say, and they sit there and they take that bullshit because they also don't know their worth. At the same time, like, I get what he's trying to do, but he also belittles the women that all in there and actually have a conversation with them. Tell them they fat, they this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you made this and you got 2 baby daddies. Who the fuck are you? Where's your wife, sir?
He had a couple exes, you know.
Exactly, a couple. Sorry, sir, you sound like a damaged person, man.
Well,
God bless the dead, but that would have been the words I would have given to him.
We all are damaged and hurt. That doesn't mean that the advice that we give can be helpful.
And
that's the thing too about advice. It's like, if I give advice, it's still on you to take it or not. You know what I mean?
But how often are you taking your own advice?
That's depending on the subject of what I'm giving advice on. You know, if I'm giving advice on relationships, and I'm saying, okay, as a woman, you could probably be more successful if you did X, Y, and Z. You could always turn that around and be like, well, why aren't you doing X, Y, and Z? Why are you single? You know what I'm saying? I could just be like, well, that's not my desired outcome. But if your desired outcome is different than mine, I can still give you advice on how to reach the desired outcome. And you can be like, well, how? Because you're currently not in that situation. It's like, people can observe things even if they're not obviously in it. You know what I mean? Like, I can know how to put a fire out without actually being in the building as the fire is burning the building down. You know what I mean? So there's different perspectives, and that's the whole point about advice. It's just different perspectives. And if someone gives you their perspective, it might be something you hadn't thought of, and it could be something that can help. Or it could be something you never thought of, and it doesn't help you at all. It's just somebody's random ass opinion on the shit. Okay, you take it how it comes, you know what I mean? Like, not everything is going to be useful. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of unuseful shit out.
Which is why, you know, I kind of laughed at the effect that Kevin Samuels had, because it's almost like this dude is really just giving his advice to people that are calling up. Like, it's incumbent on you as a woman, if you called in, to take the advice based off of the information you gave him and roll with it. I mean, what else do you expect a man to say when you say, like, yeah, I've had, you know, 2 kids with 2 different baby daddies, and the first baby daddy's locked up for murder, and the second baby daddy's on the run because he's a drug dealer, but I'm looking for a good man now. And he could be like, yeah, that's cool and all, but you don't have a track record that shows that you know how to pick a good man. Do you know what a good man is? You know, you can go down this list of questions, and depending on how she answers it, and you can be smart aleck with your response. You can try to make fun of her, you know, all that shit that kind of happens. But she's still calling in for advice because she chose wrong, and that's why she's asking for advice on how to choose better. And if his only advice is, bitch, you ain't got no chance in hell, okay.
So I keep calling in.
You're right.
And that's the reason why I had a problem with him in his whole platform. It's like, y'all know what he do.
Why you can't die in love?
Why would you call it? Why would you call it and make yourself look food?
Yeah, no, it's not about the money, Kevin. I was hoping you would kind of understand. I just don't know how much in common I'll have with a man who is making $50K. I need an intellectual man raised by professors. You know, I need to be able to have a.
You ain't raised by professors. You won't raised by professors.
Oh my God, man!
How the fuck you gonna go tell somebody
otherwise?
Oh, you got your life hooked up. Goddamn blonde head. Bitch, you blonde head. But you
I'm trying to be polite.
I saw something. Blonde head.
You don't have that kind of leverage to be quiet. You are acting like you're showing up surprise to this man. Because your daddy and your mama are educated, you're Delta, your mama's a Delta, your father's a Kappa, and your brother's a Kappa. He ain't marrying none of that. He's marrying your 40-year-old self. You cannot be playing this money.
Why are you single 40?
Does he have a...
Honestly, it's not about the money, Kevin. I was hoping you would kind of understand. I just don't know how much in common I'll have with a man who is making $50K. I need an intellectual man. I'm raised by professors. You know, I need to be able to have a
Oh my God, man!
I mean, I just don't think we'll click. Otherwise, it's not that.
Okay, I laugh because I'm trying to be polite. You don't have that kind of leverage to be walking. You are walking like you are showing up prize to this man. Because your daddy and your mama are educated, and you're Delta, and your mama's a Delta, your father's a Kappa, and your brother's a Kappa. He ain't marrying none of that. He's marrying your 40-year-old self. You cannot be playing this money game. Does he have a... I want it to be so good that when my competitors from other companies realized that we were in on the bid, I wanted them to say, shit. Who's running lead on the account? Kevin Sandwich. Shit. That's what I wanted. I want my competitors to know that if you're going up against me, I will kick your fucking ass. And you know what? It made them
Kick
better.
your fucking ass.
When you're...
I mean, to be honest, I can't point out what anybody's doing wrong.
You said a lot of what the men are doing wrong, though. They did.
Well, I mean, you asked because those are the questions.
Okay. So
I
what are
answered
the
the questions.
What are the?
I think as Black females, we are chasing after the wrong things, and men, like for me in particular, like yes, I want financially stable and all these things. Like I want to have this, that, but I too have to have that.
Hello?
Like if I say I want you to take care of your kids, I got kids, I gotta be taking care of mine.
Hello?
I mean, to be honest, I can't point out what anybody's doing wrong.
Hello?
You said a lot of what the men are doing wrong, though. You did.
Well, I mean, you asked because those are your questions.
Okay. So what are the?
That's what Daddy H was doing. He got draft picks and he got players that he thought.
Here's something about a high-value woman. Let me go ahead and give you 3 things she is. She is transparent. She does not play games, and she is on her man's side. Transparency. One of the biggest ways to determine whether a woman is a cheater is that she has transparency. If her style
You
guys are.
Oh, they was old nigga like ram braids. True. I recall that.
He literally committed to every single thing that I asked for and I needed.
Okay, what do you
And that made me want him really bad. I was like, he paid attention.
You know, that's not intellectual.
Sleeping with him?
Smash.
I didn't.
Most women are looking for good
I might
guys
make more than that, but shit, you might be able to do it.
whenever the bad guy isn't doing what they want them to do.
That's pretty interesting. I guarantee those guys that didn't pay attention to anything you do.
You belong to the streets. 9 times out of 10, a good guy doesn't really smash. He's basically in the category of her friend, her girlfriend, her best friend.
In the long term, I would be more interested in the man that tried harder.
Fantastic. But guess what? He's not going to get that long-term chance. He did everything right.
Don't kill yourself trying to please a woman.
What? Wait.
God know all things.
I'm gonna hurt somebody.
But if God can't please a woman, what makes you think you can please a woman?
Every single thing I asked for and I needed.
Okay, what do you?
But you know, and that's the crazy part about it. Like, I mean, obviously, with the internet, podcast, YouTube, but men are speaking out a lot more about the things that they don't like, and that shit is really bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Because
You're not bothered by it. I give you $2.
you're not, because here's the difference with you, I believe, is the fact that you actually have male friends that actually care about you and not just trying to fuck you. There's some women out here that never had a dude out there that ate family that ain't trying to fuck them. And they don't get any realistic kind of, like, you know, conversations. They don't get any guidance. They don't get any kind of, oh, go ahead, man. You can jump in anytime.
I'm mad you on the arm and all kinds of foolishness. You gonna do a fucking cartwheel next?
But those women who always
Damn, you still eating? Anyway, go ahead.
But for those women who have male friends like her, see, there's women who have male friends, and then you have that woman who have male fuck friends.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
You can't fuck, bro. Yesterday, hey, I got a situation going on. I don't understand. You think I could do such and such and such? Nigga, like, shit, you come over, we can talk about it.
Nah, he gonna try to fuck me. He just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different. Like, when I tell people all the time, I had a bitch say, "Oh, my girl can't have no male friends." First of all, nigga, you say she can't have no male friends because you don't want to allow yourself to have no real female friends because you too busy trying to fuck them off. And I have to let people know that. Just because you don't have it, don't mean no somebody else. Because like the person who I'm in a relationship with, like he told me, like he said, look, don't be out here having all these other dudes talking about, oh, your brother, whatever. I ain't making it stupid. I said, true indeed. I said, I got a handful of people that legit I deal with, they give me good advice or whatever. When I come to them for advice, you know what I'm saying? Like just because they may have been situations where they may have been, he might have been like, oh, I was feeling you, but the reality of the situation is sometimes we realize that friendship is way more better than the other shit. And those are the people I value to keep as friends. Those might not be people I see every day or talk to all the time, but those are the people also when I'm like, hey, look, can I get your advice on something? And I can get straight up real advice. But then I also have run into those dudes that be like, oh yeah, girl, I'll be your friend as long as you want to. Oh, you want to know your boyfriend yet? Nah. And then the ones I be like, nah, nope, he got to go.
True.
But that's the thing when women play that game, like, oh, I didn't know he was like, bitch, you knew. You knew.
Oh, she knew.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, she knew.
You didn't heat the pot up.
No, I like it cold. It's all fireball on my chest.
It is when warm when it go down. It's good though, it's warm. Whoever had a fireball pie? Yes. Ooh, feel good. Whoa, wanna go in there? Oh.
Very nice and warm tingle. Like, lick it.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh god! Shout out to Michelle for the fireball pie.
No.
Michelle, we need to talk. Yes, fireball. Yeah.
Listen, I'm about to go for another piece of a minute. I ain't gonna lie, I'm
There's two types. Okay. There's the one guys that are like the top percentage. Like, they're having a good time because they just have unlimited access to like women, and they're like they're good, right? Second type is like the guys that kind of get used for their like money and resources because the girls don't really like them like that. And I would say like it's like they'll marry a girl and then she'll even take half. That's 50% of marriages. So I would say that like a bad marriage can literally ruin a dude's life. Okay. There's the one guy that are like top percentage. They're having a good.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, when I've been in that situation with a dude where he was in a bad relationship, and when he got pissed off at me, he called me by her name, and I was like, I ain't hurt. I said, you know, something you hurt. I can't help you, and I can't help you either. You know what? I like you, but we ain't gonna work. We ain't gonna work because every time you get mad and you call me by her name one more motherfucking time.
Is that worse than being called a different name during sex?
Yes.
Yes. Right up there. I think it's right up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that is worse.
It's kind of worse.
I can forgive somebody for making down somebody else in the argument, but sex, like that shit is almost like, yo, you don't know who's picking you? Like, I'm right here.
Okay. In defense.
I think they're about the same. I take that all back.
Like I said, arguments.
If you smash it, you know, I've been, you know what, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. We ain't together. So, I'm smashing. You know, I'm hitting from the back, put my best strokes in.
Word.
Motherfuckers yell out the other nigga name.
Oh, Johnny, you're the best. Oh, shit, that ain't Johnny.
Yeah. So I kept stalking. I saw you increasing the value. Word. Say, oh shit. Man, yeah. Let's change that shit up. What's my
Do it. Wait, you know what though? I'm gonna trip you out though.
Okay.
So there's this dude that he does like this BDSM weird, this BDSM stuff, right? But he started doing shit like that based upon a bad situation that he was in. So he took the moment where he knew the girl he had been in a relationship, he knew the girl did all this other stuff and wanted to do this other dude. So he took it as a moment to, you want to apologize, and he fucked the shit out of her and damn near killed her, and then he broke up with her. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so it also put him in a place where, like, when they be like people are out here swinging and they want to be quote unquote polyamorous. Sometimes these people come to these situations because they have been hurt in situations that I've come to realize. And he was just like, he gets off on that because at the same time he's like, yeah, but I bet that nigga don't fuck you like this, or I bet that man don't do you like this. And don't get me wrong, to each his own, whatever floor shit about it. But he legit was just like, every time he used to think about it, he's like, so he would get mad and think about how she had when I hit this little dude. And he called himself trying to make it work afterwards. He was like, I take it out on her in the worst way.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to marry him afterwards. He was like, no. But I can't blame him.
Well, that's that,
she did him dirty.
Yeah, that's that toxic shit. But that's the thing, though. I mean, that's why some people love the makeup sex shit. Because after an argument, the passion and all that energy is directed into sex, and then it makes it better. But you know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Like, even during the argument, I can kind of forgive that because it's an argument, and you think about how the other person pissed you off, and if I don't piss you off that much, then all right, I can forgive that. But I'm fucking you pretty regularly. Probably, you know what I mean? Depending on what you are. Right, like that's a little bit different.
Or you having dreams of it.
And it all depends on if she's just a little whatever or if she's my gal, obviously. If she's my gal and we've been together for a couple of years and she's still calling some other nigga name, then I'm not doing something right. Obviously, and I might need to just gracefully bow.
But sometimes like that, this is what he said. Sometimes people cheat not just because you're doing something wrong. Sometimes people cheat because they see an opportunity and they want to be courteous.
But my shit is, this shit was, I was speaking on some, she was using the cheap breath.
Oh, she
told me.
I was like, then why did she call you by his name? She cheating on the nigga with you.
I was confused because I'm like,
that's
nah, I need a drink.
Yeah, but that's a little
confused.
Oh damn, you took it all deep. There comes another one.
I'm like, I've been looking for
I just come out with oh shit. I don't think I'm gonna make it into there tonight. I'm just gonna be working that. And
something Green Ranger.
Who said something to
man, that shit hurt, man. Damn. I was
Pass
homeboy.
on the Green Ranger.
I was a homeboy. I wish I was a homeboy. Yeah, I called that bitch, hey, bro, what's good, bro? See what? Man, fuck that bitch, bro. Hey, come on down the crib. We gonna hang out. We gonna do some
I
shit.
could have been a friend. Like, hey, listen. She about to do what? I got somebody for you. Let me call her. She on the way. She come on, let her find out.
Right now because
And you big her. Fuck that too. Why you at?
Let her watch. And I stand there and tell her, you want to fight this? Nah, he wasn't good enough for you, remember? But he did good enough for you. You take one of the
Yeah, I'm just trying to find.
I know this is all about the liquid courage. Don't be honest. But we can take shots.
What? The what? What is that?
That was that World Cup stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Not unusual, be good.
Yo. Yeah, oh. No. What's poppin'? Yeah.
Like switch the screen up so it's
What's poppin' though? What was going on with this?
Just
It's family shit.
good shit up.
Yes, slide it over, sir. Slide it over.
So what's on with this? What's going on with this family shit? What's going on with this family shit?
Of course, when you cap it up, that's what I'm about to reach for.
Don't talk too long.
Yeah, but and then
Oh, I'm warm. Yes. Yes, I'm warm. I'm warm inside. I'm eating fireball. It's so.
Live. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, that's him? That's his name? Jason?
Live. What's going on, everybody? What's happening?
He don't look much different than when he was younger.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, just to let you know, too, guys, I'm up. What's going on here? I will be in New York on the 22nd, Toy Tokyo, and Montclair, in New Jersey. I will be up there. Just to let you know, we got the PPP program, the Jason Frank Power Protection Program, which is you get a number, wait your car, outside or whatever. We're not gonna have a bunch of people in line. We do gotta wear our wonderful masks just because it's the way it is. Sometimes.
So when did he die?
last week.
There was a time when I barely knew how to turn. Now, I'm a cybersecurity specialist.
CPI University, a leader in cybersecurity education, is helping individuals.
Advertising like ain't no.
Sometimes you get handed out, you gotta deal with that life as it comes. Let's take some mask off. So what's up? Oh, hey, to motivate you guys, thank you. I don't know if you went to my Facebook Live. I mean, yeah, Facebook Live, check it out. I got down on you all today. Heading down. Today's a good day, like I said, I didn't have an AK. Guys, there's so many places I want to go, man. I got it in February. I'm going to 911 Memphis. I know I'm going to Little Rock. I know I'm going to Texarkana. I know I'm going to be up here local around the Houston area. We have a few shows that we haven't announced yet.
Of course, they're not going to get to what he really said.
Possibly uncanny.
Fast forward.
Anyway, we'll talk about that later. And then of course, Alaska should be awesome. But the movie. We're asking about the movie. Legend White Dragon. Not follow me. Follow me. Like 70,000 followers. Michael Madsen played my dad. Martin Constance is in the movie from John Wick 3. He's awesome. We have David Ramsey, Mayor.
But I just fell for the clip.
I want to see what else he said. what he wants.
Yeah.
But they right now I'm on good. I'm telling you.
Okay, this one.
Long no see, my friends. Let's wait until people tune in here a little bit. Welcome to Jason David Frank's Facebook Live. Well, Jason David Frank's official Facebook Live. Got going on here, guys. It's been a journey. But I tell you what, the last 7 days, life-changing journey. But I made it. Nevertheless, I definitely made it, which is super cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As you guys know, as you should know, I'm in Toy Bolt Darth Mouth. I said that right. Darth Mouth. I'm in Toy Bolt, and there's a lot of stuff going on this week. I'm gonna run by GameStop, guys. I'm gonna be at a lot of GameStops. This is the first time I'm doing corporate GameStops. GameStop, you need to right now what we're doing. A lot of GameStop tomorrow and Braintree, Mass. I haven't wrote in a long time. I just wrote yesterday. Sean Ashton always encouraged me to write. He said, keep writing. Thank you. I tried cutting it myself. It's very uneven, so it looks cool from the front. Not necessarily. Yeah, there's a few people that own some very exclusive items that belong in some good collector hands. I'm going to be posting that so much. I do a Zoom call when you own something that belongs to me. You're a piece of me. And call you shop. So today I'm gonna read it in order. Today, Toy Bolt Dark Mouth. That's Wednesday. Tickets and you know, you don't have to wait in line, but just do my program. In the app, we'll be able to talk to each other. It'll be like a little fan page only in the app. You know what I mean? So we talk. $1,000 behind. I've left over probably $600,000, $700,000 in merchandise behind. I've signed 100,000 autographs and left little promo cards and signed left behind.
No, what did he actually do for a living?
Guys, we're treating it just like con. Bring your stuff and get it signed, but there's no entry fee. There's no travel.
So he's just traveling, man.
No wait. I've never done a stop ever in my entire life.
And if anything,
so let's make fun stuff. That's why I do them in a smaller area. It's kind of like the movie Catch Me While You Can. There's a lot of people that are working that can't make it. They can make it the next day. I'm going to read the list one more time. Toy Bolt today, Darth Mouth. 6 to 4 p.m. GameStop, 4 p.m. tomorrow, Braintree, Massachusetts. Get a ticket right now. Call GameStop. It's just a night. GameStop, Chelsea, 5 p.m. on Friday. Saturday, GameStop, 4 p.m. GameStop, Sunday, Worcester, 12 p.m. 11th, GameStop, Fashion. I believe that's one. I'm not too sure. 13th, this is Eastside Magazine, New Jersey, Montclair. Now, everything besides the 13th is sponsored by Rhode Island Comic Con. Steve, thank you. It's a big sponsor and a big shout out to Rhode Island Comic Con. I will be there. Rhode Island Comic Con holds a special place in my heart. That's where I flew to go see my mom for the last 3 days of her of her cancer. She didn't survive, but I know she's up there watching. Everyone who lost someone, they're up there watching. They're guiding. They're going to be guardian angels that you don't see. Guardian angels that you might not feel. Faith that you don't see because you don't see it because we don't lean on it. But if we lean on it, we might fall. But as we fall, someone's going to pick us back up. Faith, right? You got to believe in it, man. And there's I'm so busy all the time. Pop. That I forget about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm programmed. But I'm programmed from the heart. And the Legend of the White Dragon movie is one of the best movies I've ever done because I used what people gave me. I used the anxiety, I used the frustration, I used the anger, I used all my mental health in that movie. So thank you to all my hurt, everyone giving me anxiety, everyone giving me problems. Thank you for me becoming the best actor of all time in that movie. And I will say that, and I like to say that about myself, but it's really, really good acting. Eric Reed is in his head. There's a 1263 on the side of his head. My brother's watching too. 1263 on the side of my head. I went in depth into character, and that became its own comic book. So we got 2 comics, pre-sequel, and then we got a comic book coming out. 1263. I'm going to Instagram, or I'm going to Facebook. Some of the shops. I got Wi-Fi. When I got Wi-Fi, I can talk. I'm only talking. I'm only on this platform anyway. Jenna, I know you're not watching, but I love you.
That whole thing, all he did was just talk about that, where he was going to be doing his show and shit.
But he said the one thing that would not make people understand or think he would do such things to himself. Talk about having faith.
Yeah. That's kind of opposite side of faith. You obviously do believe, like, but that's the thing too. Like, you can't have faith in something you don't just know the idea of thinking that, you know what I'm saying, on the other side is better. Why not? Go ahead and hurry up and get there.
So the cause of death for Jason David Frank.
Only
the Green Power Ranger has been released, and sources are saying that it was apparently self-pollution. We all know what that means. He unalived himself. Now, that's rumors. And not only was it a shock to get the news, it's a shock now to get the news that that was the cause. I really was expecting something else, considering he's an athlete. You know, when you hear about athletes, it's usually a few things. And for some reason, I just didn't expect that. I don't know him personally or anything like that. When I heard that, I was like, man. And then the fact that apparently he's going through a divorce. And he lost a stepdaughter to it like a year ago or 2 years ago or something like that. And I'm like, what? I'm like, guys, listen. There's a meme out there that says, or a meme or a video that was going around, a couple of videos actually that were going around when, you say what's up to a guy, yo, what's up, man, how you doing? I'm all right. And, explain what I'm all right means in man terms. And I'm all right can cover a whole lot.
My life is jacked up. I'm all right.
It can really be, the guy is really struggling.
Things that's really falling apart.
Yeah, I'm all right. But shit, it's struggle over here, but I'm all right.
We're taught to be. We're to often be hard.
And that's the kind of crazy thing about it, because we were talking about the difference between white men and black men, but that's one thing that the boys do a little bit. Well, actually, men in general don't do well enough is to take care of our mental health. You know what I mean? Like, we all put on the brave face and do what we have to do, because
it's okay.
once again, if you're vulnerable in front of a woman, that might cost you your relationship. And if you're vulnerable in front of your dudes too much, you know, dudes will be like, I already, you know, like, look, I'm not here for all that. Right, like that.
I'm like this. Listen, I don't try to let people see me cry, but when I do,
guys know
it is what it is.
Yeah. And that was one thing I will pat myself on the back for a little bit. When I was going through my divorce, I did talk to my cousin a good bit, and it was just good to get it off my chest. However, when I tried to talk to a young lady that I was kind of interested in, that shit obviously did not fly, because something just popped again. That shit didn't fly because she was just like, yo, I don't want to hear about issues. You're like, I'm just here for a good time.
That's somebody being selfish.
And that was fine, because that's not what she was there for. You know what I mean? Like,
She was there just to get laid.
not even get laid, because honestly, yeah, just that. Like, I'm about to say, we don't even have sex. Right? It was just more like, actually, I wanted to say that. But we were cool. But yeah, I thought that we were on the friendly tip, like, hey, you are. No, it wasn't even that either. It was just where I met her. I'm not putting it up.
And being in the public eye.
I'm in love with
She was not a sex worker. Because if that was the case, it wouldn't be. Because like I just admitted, there's dudes that use sex workers for therapists.
Most people aren't.
But now I use
they start doing
a lot of other people for that.
He was bigger than us. He was bigger than a lot of us. You know, worldwide, this guy was the Green Ranger. White Ranger.
Was he?
I didn't watch it that long, but I even heard he was even the red and the black at one time. This guy was a popular guy. He meant a lot to many children and adults.
I was about to say adults now. Like, fuck you mean?
Kids still watching it.
Yeah.
So
it's just crazy that Power Rangers are still popular.
They got new ones though.
Okay.
I don't like the shit.
What are they on now? Because I mean, it started off with like Zoids and dinosaurs, and then it went to like animals, and then
I don't even remember. I didn't like it.
True.
He must have been going through some dark stuff, man.
Let me see how I do.
That's not something that happens instantly. That's something that.
Try to end on a more chippier note. He got hearing about this man that killed himself for being sad, but it is still a holiday. Even though it is what it is.
Maybe they later on, you want to call me constantly all the time. Give my phone number, they call constantly. I said, oh, my phone. So I did it.
So did you hear about a 2-year-old child that a couple left on Folly Beach while they went to New York?
Children?
No.
I do.
And you're 26.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Every nigga in the community, in the hood, toting a gun. His bullet is for another nigga. When he loading a gun, he thinking about killing another nigga. When he put it in his pants pocket, he hollering about this is for a nigga. He never think to pull that trigger and the target is gonna be a white face. No nigga, he don't even dream of that. It's a nightmare. If a nigga dream of killing the white man, he wake up in the night, bro. It's who, thank you, Lord, I thought I killed the white man. But he'll fantasize and dream about killing a nigga all day long.
You support Black Lives Matter?
No, I don't support Black Lives Matter. I ain't fought in one bitch, let alone 3 gay bitches nowhere. And that ain't to disrespect the gay culture. I just think the man is supposed to lead. And Black Lives Matter, they don't fight a nigga that's getting mistreated by the child support system. They ain't showing up when a nigga going to court with the injustices of the court system. They wait to a rag-ass nigga like George Floyd, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, little disrespect fast. They wait till people like that get killed, right? Police ain't never shot a nigga with his degree cap on. You ain't never seen the police kill a nigga with a pair of work boots.
That's a lie.
Yeah, and that's where he was just trying to make his point. You know what I mean? At that part, you know what I mean?
I mean, don't get me wrong. How you gonna say these things about these people that are dead? You don't know shit about them. Don't get me wrong. I don't.
But they're dead.
They're dead. They're dead.
And I heard a wise man say once that for some reason in our community, don't get me wrong, I believe in respect for everybody at all most times. But we do have this sickness where it's like we will respect the dead people, but we will disrespect the fuck out of a person that's living.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna disrespect the person that's alive either, because respect is due when respect is
and that's what I'm saying. Most people operate like that, but then usually some people pick a side where it's like the dead people you can't talk about, but living people, well, we can do that all day.
Honestly speaking, I'm just like this. How you gonna say these things about these people and you don't know really the situation? Now, granted, when people often talk about the whole Breonna Taylor situation, there's a whole lot more that went into that.
Of course.
Oh, he's back. Hey, welcome.
You the hatest most nigga on mother.
Every nigga in the community, in the hood, toting a gun, his bullet is for another nigga. When he loading the gun, he thinking about killing another nigga. When he put it in his pants pocket, he hollering about this is for a nigga. He never think to pull that trigger and the target is gonna be a white face. No nigga, he don't even dream of that. It's a nightmare. If a nigga dream of killing the white man, he wake up in the night, bro. It's who, thank you, Lord, I thought I killed the white man. But he'll fantasize and dream about killing a nigga all day long.
So you support Black Lives Matter?
No, I do not support Black Lives Matter. I ain't fought in one bitch, let alone 3 gay bitches nowhere. And that ain't to disrespect the gay culture. I just think the man is supposed to lead. And Black Lives Matter, they don't fight a nigga that's getting mistreated by the child support system. They ain't showing up when a nigga going to court with the injustices of the court system. They wait to a rag-ass nigga like George Floyd, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, little disrespect fast. They wait till people like that get killed, right? Police ain't never shot a nigga with his degree cap on. You ain't never seen the police kill a nigga with a pair of work boots.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Every nigga in the community, in the hood, toting a gun, his bullet is for another nigga. When he loading the gun, he thinking about killing another nigga. When you put it in his pants pocket.
You know how people talk. You know what I mean? And obviously, if that part is the reason why you throw the baby out with the bathwater, that's fine too. But you know what I'm saying? If what he's saying, based off of the fact that we will kill each other before we even click up together and go against somebody that's actually trying to harm us, that is an issue. And if you point that out, yeah, maybe you're not pro-black enough, or maybe you're not whatever enough, who cares, you know what I mean? But that part is true. Now, like you said, him speaking on the dead people that have been killed, they shouldn't have been killed at the hands of the cops at all.
Yep.
And that shit right there should have just nipped it in the bud. But his point being is that them boy will march and ride for that kind of, injustice.
But they won't ride.
But they won't, ride and die for the injustices that occur every single day to living black men. You know what I mean?
And don't get me wrong, I understand where he's coming from. I just don't like
I do too, and I do too. But I can,
But I'm saying we really concern ourselves about goddamn opinion of the motherfucker who goes around getting jobs to get fired. To go to jobs to get a lawsuit. I can't take no nigga like that serious. I can't take his words off advice or whatever, even if it is in a good way. I can't take him seriously because, for one, nigga, you ain't even in the community. You don't ever be in the hood. You don't ever be around your people.
Right.
Remember, you the main motherfucker walk around with Trump goddamn in the background of your fucking shit, talking shit, the T.I. and whoever else. My whole shit is people like that. Huh?
T.I. ain't in the hood either.
No.
Yeah.
Neither of
in
any of
his
your
defense, he
favorite
went about the
rappers,
hood.
neither of any of your favorite athletes, none of them niggas is in the hood either. You know what I mean?
No,
And
no
they
one of
speak
them
on this
bitches
shit
in the
too.
block. But they always telling us how we should live, how we should do this, how we should do this.
It's
You
not like
don't know
he's
why
telling
them people like
It's
that.
not like he's telling people what they should do. He's just voicing his opinion as a black man, and it sounds different. It looks different from what usually happens when a black man speaks and talks about things. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong.
Him saying that shit about that Trayvon Martin.
And
That shit show motherfucking damn inch to me bad.
And that's what I'm saying. You
don't say
you
shit.
draw your line in the sand how you draw your line in the sand. I'm not gonna tell you which way to go with that shit. Personally, for me, I don't give a fuck. I hear what I hear, and I just take in the message that I hear from whoever it comes from and however it goes, based off of what they're saying at that time. You know what I mean? Now, even if they're saying something that's hypocritical, even if they live in their life completely different from what they're saying, if what they're saying is factual and true and logical and shit like that, I can just say, you know what, I agree with that and just leave the rest of that shit alone. I agree with you on the fact that he ain't the nigga you should be listening to. He ain't the person that we should be following, but in what he's saying at this time, he's actually kind of right. He has some points.
And he has some points, so I'm like, hey, you crossing the line now, because you don't know.
But that's the crossing the line part is what gets you to viewing the eyes and ears of millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the trick of everything. That's
That's that Jerry Springer theory.
That's why my podcast, even with this shit, unless I start jazzing this shit up and saying, you know what, fuck all black people and put that in the title and then have a million people
Then
click
everybody
on this
gonna
shit. To watch
he
this
said,
shit.
fuck black people,
Right.
he's the nigga.
And even
That's what they gonna say.
And even though the whole podcast, I ain't say nothing about fucking no nigga or fucking damn fuck niggas or saying anything disgraceful or bad about black people, just the fact that I put that title there will get people to watch it. And I know I might just do that shit just to see what happens, because you know what I mean. But I don't want that kind of smoke because of that. What happens? Because if something like that gets happening, no matter what I say, people ain't gonna listen to it. They're gonna be like, you know what? He titled that shit, fuck black people. I can't fuck with this nigga because he titled that shit, fuck black people. And I will agree with him with that.
You'll get a whole bunch of views.
I will be like, you know what? You don't have to watch me because I put that shit like that. But if you didn't hear what I had to say, then you can't really judge what the fuck I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. And I mean, and it's unfortunate that Negroes like this do get a platform, you know what I mean? That they have to go buck the system. Like when Kanye put up the Trump name. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Soft and white.
He ain't from Charleston.
Huh?
He ain't even from here.
That's his real name, as far as I know, ain't it?
I don't think so. I think that, you know,
You
everybody
call
has
it
an
Charleston,
entertainment
but-
name.
Fuck you. I don't like that name.
And then,
I mean,
I don't like
as far as
that
I'm concerned, he's just another convict that got out of prison and he just decided.
Mr. Parolee man.
Yeah,
Oh, he a parolee.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
he
he
talking
got out of the
like he
system.
support Trump, but it can't vote.
That's
Can't even vote.
yeah, that's his whole angle, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all have me insulting a gay black man.
A gay black man. A lot of y'all are gonna accuse me of being homophobic and racist. Let me make this clear to everybody. I am not racist. In the past, gay people have been through more than a bit of oppression, but today, want to run for office, probably win the election. They can start their own families, adopt a kid in a second. I mean, gay people can do anything, you know? Except for getting to heaven.
That's all it is.
Basically, what I'm trying to say to you is being gay is cool. I don't care about orientation. I always skip the first day of school. But you love to complain. If you're from Atlanta, bro, you can be as gay as you want. Freaking gay guy in Atlanta? It's like a white guy in Vermont. You
Yeah, I watched this one. It's longer than this too.
Talk to his sexuality, nigga.
Yeah.
It was like, talk to his sexuality, nigga. Go ahead, because it's like one of those battle rap things or whatever.
Yo, and that's the crazy thing about battle rappers. That's the new age of battle rap. I mean, the nigga's just making a soliloquy. Like, he might as well just be doing Shakespeare and shit like that. Like, that shit ain't rhyme. That shit ain't had no damn melody to it. It's just him just
to be or not to be.
Your
That
sexuality
is-
is
Alright, for all the battle rappers out there, basically, the battle raps are no longer now with the music inclined. Because people want to hear your verse.
I'm sorry.
People want to hear what you say. It's like now, it's like battle spoken word. So that's that shit. You know what I'm saying? That basically is now battle.
Unfortunately,
versus
they have separate things for that. They have a spoken word battle where they actually do poetry, and it's a little different. And you have to stay within the guidelines. Whereas for that, they have no guidelines. And it's interesting to watch the two. No, it's actually a little different. It's interesting to watch the two. Maybe that'll be the next one. We look at like a spoken word battle versus a battle rap. It's a little bit different, but like the dynamics of it is a little different. And because the poetry slams are always a little different versus that. But I enjoy it though.
That was a big diss.
Yeah,
I want to hear the butter rebuttal. That's
Key man in Atlanta is like being a white man in
Vermont.
Damn, you blend right on it. Word.
You know that's sadly true.
Very. That's what makes the damn line.
You know what? That's what they want you to make it true. That it's okay if you be a gay man living in Atlanta, but what people gotta realize that right here in this very own city, Charleston, South Carolina, it's so many of them women right here. And they chasing the same old ones, but they try to act like, they so undercover. It ain't undercover. People just be missing it. They all go hang out at the same place. The same clubs, the same old hotels where they pick up whatever. Then they go home to their husband and wives. And then you might catch one every now and then, like I do on that live, telling all the business. Oh, girl, I've been fucking your husband for years. Trust me. Sometimes Facebook Live and Instagram Live, it get messy.
I'm sure about that.
And I ain't here to name names, but I be seeing it. I just scroll right on past.
Because it's only for a select audience, so they know.
Oh no, they post. They know they put it out there for everybody to know.
But they know only certain people go down when they watch that shit.
Women.
Yeah.
Because they listen. What I can't stand is why these females be out here being messy. You out here talking about these dudes who out here messing with somebody else's husband. Well, guess what? He would mess with your baby daddy first. And they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to admit to it. But I am here to tell you, I don't have a baby daddy.
True.
And I be seeing them at that same Siesta Hotel right there on Rivers Avenue. Hey, man, they be right there. Exactly. They ain't sleeping. I never forget one time. This dude tried to holler at me. I dropped him off over there. I was like, "Damn, what you doing over here?" He said, "Man, I be trapping out here." I said, "First of all, you who?" All right, I'm just let you know that this ain't gonna go no farther. I said, "So this what you doing out here? Have at it." I said, "But I don't know nothing for nobody that hang out here but punks and drug addicts." I said, "And no offense to the gay dudes, but that's all I know." He said, "Nah, man, that's where I make the most money." I bet you do. You said, "What you doing?" And I have not seen him or talked to him since I dropped him off that day. Because when he called me afterwards, I was like, not gonna answer this phone. I dropped him off over there, that hotel where all of them hang out at. And I know some of them.
Damn.
But it was funny how when the one that everybody knows who she or Sherman is. She posts videos of herself and she says stuff like, "Oh, it's a big dick down here." And I'm like, did I just see that?
Oh wow.
But they be all in it. It be the dudes that just be pretending like, "Oh, they ain't into this and they ain't into that." Like I had dudes in my, "Oh, you need to do it, you make his butt. Da, 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 da." Hey, listen, dudes are into what they into. But you complain about what the next man do. Why you doing that? Because you really like it. Just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, but shame the devil. I done met them dudes. "Oh, nah, he ain't got to be licking my butt." But then the girl tell, "Oh, shoot, I put my thumb in his butt." And next thing you know, you hear the little gay dude say, "Oh, well, I did." He let me say, I was like,
I mean, it happens. You know what I mean?
It happens.
Unfortunately. But yeah.
I ain't here to judge nobody, but don't be out here judging
Right.
the next man when you doing the same thing.
That's the only problem. I mean, especially in these days and times, man. I mean, honesty should always be the best policy, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's kind of the point of why people cheat, because half of the fun is doing it behind somebody's back, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, cheat together, shit, fuck it.
you know.
Like T-Pain and his wife.
Yeah.
If his wife bring home a girl, it ain't cheating. They both do it.
Sure did.
See, you know. I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life at all.
Right, everybody has
Be
to
like,
do
you
it.
want me to do what with her? No, player, no.
It's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly.
No.
How could your marriage be the same after that?
I don't know. Some people do it though. People swing.
How
People
open?
are swingers and they love it.
How open are you to watch your woman get nailed by another motherfucking nigga?
No. You gotta understand there's stipulations to that when they talk about having threesomes. They ain't bringing another dude into the situation. They bringing another female into the situation.
There's some females that got the strength to bring another dude in. That's where.
I mean, everybody ain't like Kevin Gates, okay? Let's just be honest. When Kevin Gates had that conversation about if he was with a girl and she said she wanted to have a threesome with two dudes, and he would want to fulfill her fantasy, he would do that because he wants to see her facial expressions. It was what show was he on? I think it was Felicia Please when he was talking about that. And yeah, you gotta watch it when he's talking about seeing her facial expression, because when he's like, when you hit it from behind, you can't see her face. He said, but ultimately, I want to please her. She wants to please me. I want to please her. He said, so I have to put that to the side or whatever, basically what he's saying for that moment. He said, just because she with a nigga at that moment, he ain't gonna do what I do when he leave. I was like, you know what? Hey, see so. I ain't knocking it. You gotta watch the interview.
Justify how you wish. I mean,
But my shit is, but his wife out here fucking a whole diet.
They ain't together no more.
Well, that's fine.
They exist soon to be, but they ain't together no
well,
more.
that kind of brings the point. It's like if you do want to, I mean, I guess no relationship is sustainable, nowadays. So you just kind of just wait your turn. If it makes it 5+ years, you're doing good. But if it's a year or two, it's normal. You know what I mean? You just keep it moving. Like ain't nobody really in it for the long term no more.
No, everybody
The moment-
gets money.
The moment you invite another human being into your relationship,
You open a bar,
it's
have a
over.
shit.
It's over.
done. Yeah,
Your
like,
relationship already over.
what kind of relationship is it outside of just like, all right, we all just cool? You know what I mean? Like,
Because I look at it like this. I get it, dudes have their fantasies about what they want and have it. But
that shouldn't be with your woman. That should be with two random bitches.
that should be, and that's how I feel. That should be with somebody you just fucking.
Right.
Not the person you're in a relationship with. But granted, I have met them couples that are into that, and I'm like, what? And I never forget the girl said, oh no, you just can't let the bitch look him in the eyes, because she look him in the eyes, that shit
It's
over
just
with. I'm like, how the fuck? So what you want him to be blindfolded?
I just watched something where there was like a couple that was on like a little dating type show. Then the boy was picking out a chick for themselves, but it was somebody else doing.
But see, when you bring it up to
reaction
some people thinking that, oh, you lame, you boring.
Well, if I had 3,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you boring because you don't have it.
You don't, right?
I'm gonna be a boring motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck them.
But each his own. But I'm good. You about to go find her.
I was trying to.
I'm going for another piece of fireball. I don't think I'm gonna make it to put signs up tonight.
Put signs up.
I'm gonna go to the store and put signs up tonight. I don't see it happening. I think what happened was to be the early one.
Alright. Last
And I got a piece of my plate to work tomorrow.
Last one.
Last one.
Dreaming of becoming a doctor?
That
Make it a reality at the number
what we were just talking about.
Fuck. Them bitches smoking smoke right now, baby, on that.
I hope so.
Is she pregnant? That's why he slapped the fuck. That's why he slapped the fuck out.
Bang! I'm precious. We decided to open our relationship about 3 to 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was tricky at the time. We had different ideas of what a open relationship was, right? So
I told us that we could like be more than friends.
take someone back to the hotel. That's around the corner. I'm just.
On a date with someone. On a date with someone. And man, I put Rob Hedgeman.
Just let you guys know he's not playing.
No, he's not playing.
Because
there's not one out.
He's trying to fuck left, right, center.
Yeah.
And she's trying to bring a third person in. I want to have a friend that we can both get to know. He's like, man, I can't fuck bitches on the side. We're going to get in my way. I'm about to get to know these. Bro, I thought I was going to get to fuck everybody like Chris told me. She was just going to wait at home with her fucking apron and some buns out. You feel me?
What was she looking for? She looking for another girl or was she looking for a guy? Like, yo, sit in the corner. Ravage met pom pom Yair. Is that what she looking for? You touch your little cocky Yair and you not touch me. But man, get Ravage. If she wants to get Ravage by another dude, I don't know.
Good for her.
He is a nigga for real.
Are you interested in a specific gun laws for your state? If not, no worries, simply skip this video. However, if you do want to know the specific gun laws for your state,
Alright, so they both checking out the female. Swipe and left, swipe and right.
Hi to it. Jasmine. Precious.
White girl with braids.
Precious.
No.
Hi, Jordan. Hi.
Hi, bye. He said hi, bye.
Hi, bye.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Why they introducing themselves?
I don't know, bro.
Here's my name so you can remember after I give you this. Bye.
Duh.
Precious. Hi.
Love.
Precious. Bye. Precious. Hi.
Precious.
Hey.
Bye.
Hey.
Precious.
Hey.
Hi. Precious. Bye. Precious. Hi. Precious. Gonna get it. Precious. Go by. Precious. Go get it. Precious. Go
by.
Bye.
Oh, man.
Precious. Precious. Girl, you thought you was precious, but then you gotta go bye. And now you know you not really precious.
Anyways,
that's actually pretty good.
My man, they are the worst.
Even though, yeah, pretty good. Your beatboxing is better than my
Hi, everybody.
Even though the Philippines do that, I can't review.
Do the rail!
I mean, you know what? I think the painting was precious. You feel me?
Okay, you got other bars. That's fine.
Okay,
Hi, Dominic. Hi, Kim.
You're not gonna lie, these women are busted.
I was thinking.
Nah, bro.
I'm just.
He slapped her. I don't care what you think. Yeah,
So somebody likes the opposite of what she likes.
her. You can bring that shit back. Yo, knocked up big t-shirt Billie Eilish. Bring that shit back. Why? Is she pregnant?
Yeah.
That's why he slapped the fuck out.
You can't show up to a Disney show pregnant. That shit is just not cool.
Hey, listen.
You just can't.
Arthur, girls are white.
I gotta see the rest of it.
I'm not trying to be stigmatizing nobody, but there's something really weird about me pumping a girl full of something and then some kicking me back. Like, nigga, it's Carter already. Like, I don't know. That's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I'm trying to fuck this shit, but sometimes you're kicking me back.
Oh, God.
Pontificate.
Okay, let's pontificate.
Let's say she's pregnant.
Okay, let's say she's pregnant.
And let's say both of them are pro-life, but they're about to fuck. Meaning they say it's a baby at conception. Like once it's in the womb, it's a baby. It's not something. It's not a fetus. It's a human life deserving protection.
Yeah. I know where you're going. They did it in kids.
Ain't that shit illegal? I'm asking. In what scenario can you fuck with? Your child?
Wow. We understood, nigga. Shit. Now you got like motherfuckers with images today.
I just want you guys watching at home. You guys do this shit and you're pro-life, you're deadly kids.
See, always focus on the negative.
No. The positive is I'm trying to keep them out of jail.
No, that's some negative.
You going to jail now?
That's some negative that should be focused on.
No, that's not negative. I don't think so.
I want to see the rest of the flight.
Damn, she was begging too.
Because your problem.
He said,
I heard that shit. Did you see the way he reluctantly did?
Yeah. Ow.
Sorry, my
Ow.
Hold on, let's see if he accepts her. I don't even accept her either.
No.
You pretty.
What?
Yes. Very good.
Ooh, you got some huge titties.
Yes.
You got some tickle bitties. You look like you could substitute for my milk.
This nigga said tickle bitties.
That shit ain't that big.
Exactly.
They just look like
beanuts. Lift them bitches over, put it over your head and go. One of them that acts like an ear muffler, but you can also lift it.
God damn, bro.
The under titty where there's a lot of real estate, that's some shit right there. What?
Nothing.
You ain't never been no big old titties?
These are your matches. These are people you both swipe yes on. I'm going to give you guys a chance to bring back one person that was eliminated if you feel really strongly that they should be here. You guys get one save to agree upon.
One baby.
She's got a really curly hair. That's your pick. Yeah.
Bring her back.
What's up,
Hello. She's like a stud.
Hello.
I'm Jasmine.
Precious.
Nice to meet you.
And that's the animator.
Okay. I'm gonna say something that's pretty mean.
What?
But I really believe. I've noticed that the people who are into like.
No, he said the people that are in open relationships. Okay. Last part. Unless it's the damn alcohol. That damn like right.
You just noticed that.
Yes.
You look into the damn light. That's right.
Come into the light, Carol Ann. Come into the light.
Nowadays, you can't just.
Carol Ann, come on. Come into the light, Carol
Quality pre-owned vehicles backed by
You know where that come from?
warranty at Hudson Nissan.
You know where they come from? Where they come from?
That movie where the Indians been buried in the house.
The Indians buried in the house. What are you talking about?
Because that's why they had all the ghosts and shit going on.
Poltergeist shit.
Yeah, poltergeist shit.
Oh, okay. Make sure you understood it.
Yeah. I'm old. I'm too fucking old to not know that movie.
That don't mean shit.
But like generally pretty ugly.
I hated that motherfucking movie. I thought that was the scariest thing on television.
Like sometimes you go to like some stuff, and like a lot of people play like nasty movies. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
But that's your department. You have a whole podcast where you celebrate. You don't go there and celebrate them in person?
You look like a nigga that
I mean, I've been. Yeah, the people there are good.
Okay, then they
Hold up, but you also interview them. So what? Are they all attractive ones you interview?
Yeah, I see them pretty attractive.
That's you better answer that. They watch around.
I
All this to say, here's something I noticed from like the polyamorous world. It seems like the people who are really into it and like advocating for it, always just hold the people I'd never want to be in a polyamorous relationship. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys in the comments feel differently. You know what I'm saying? I just notice every time I look at these people, I notice a lot of septum rings. I notice shaved side heads. I notice a lot of colorful hair. Still intact. You know what I'm saying? Like, just little things you notice. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm a pretty average dude myself, so I fit in that box.
God damn, yeah.
You say.
How did you feel about me swiping no and then us bringing you back?
Low key, it was kind of like a little heart attack. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, what makes you open to the situation?
I'm never done it before. I've been like in your guys' position. I've been the couple getting the girl, but I've never been like the girl like with the couple.
Oh, this is an open relationship, but no niggas allowed.
It depends. Everybody got their rules.
Most of them are saying no niggas allowed.
No, I don't say that.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience.
That's not mine. I haven't done that. But most of the dudes who say they're open to open relationships, even when they come to the girls, is like, you can invite another girl. You can't be bringing in another dude. Because guys view it differently. Guys see another dude roll to the bedroom, they're like, oh, we're going to devour this person like she's a piece of meat. And you do that with your homies on a bitch you don't like. If that's your girl, that's the woman that you actually love and care for. You're not trying to turn into a Bang Bros video, to be like this strong, y'all busting all over her back.
It's not a polyamorous relationship. That's a train.
Yeah. Going choo-choo, full speed ahead. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you what it is.
Yeah.
Me personally, if I was to advocate for open relationship, I'd be fair and do it on both sides. If I was to, but I wouldn't do it. But if I was, I'm telling you, because I've had a girl test me on that shit sometimes. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Open relationships are dope. You know what I mean? Just throwing that out there, right? She's just like, yeah. Word? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, so you don't mind if I bring another dude? I was like, yeah. I'll leave, give you guys some chicken and come back 2 hours later. She's like, no, let's discuss it. I'm like, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. I called your bluff. Huh? You thought I was going to swerve? No, full speed ahead. Let's see who turns first. And she did. Nice. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. You thought you was gonna play me?
Gotcha, bitch.
Go ahead, get 10 dicks. I know you don't actually want it.
You know what I did?
Yeah. See?
You just talking wow.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta call it bluff. You gotta put a card on the table. We say like, y'all go have some fun.
Not at all.
We'll go watch a movie, get some popcorn, maybe stay for another, and I'll be back a little bit later.
Hey, you got my number.
And I need you to clean the bedroom because me and Cindy gonna be fucking in there.
Okay, let's go.
Gotcha. Bitch! Women think that's such a gotcha. Women actually think like, yeah, you don't mind if I bring another dude? Because dude's like, nah. Not with mine. Call their bluff.
Bring another bitch.
Call their bluff.
Bring another motherfucker more.
And now that I'm single, like I kind of want to experiment and be more open-minded and see what I really like. So I have a partner. We've been together for 8 years. And we're open. I think that normal dating has, I don't know, I haven't really felt like I've hit a stride here, so I think that like I've never been on girl for anything once, so
You're bigger than a V cup.
I like doing everything, I guess. I just like doing what the world has to offer.
This girl is dead inside. Poor thing. What happened to you?
Yeah, I feel bad for her.
What happened? I feel bad. It's not even whoa. Like some shit.
Doing everything.
She's
Whatever the word has to offer.
it all.
Bitch, you about to get gang bang.
Talk about that.
He gonna fuck the dog shit out you with pride.
That's a lot. Shout out to her.
Nice.
So what do you do for a living?
The main goal is I want to be like a school psychologist for foster kids. Yeah, so I'm really excited to be almost done.
Hey, you're a psychologist. So you can be my ass train on about to come.
That's so weird.
That's fucking
foster kids with the woman you have an open relationship with, and she also is a psychologist.
I don't see how you saw the appeal in that.
Yeah, that's really weird. But shout out to them for being foster parents.
I'm a comedian.
You gotta do a joke. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen those like guys born after 2000 who wear those like shirts that say Reagan Bush 84? When I went to college, I saw a lot of them, and it's like, I don't think you know anything about what 84 was like. I think you just want a virtue signal, like, hey, I hate poor people. And I think
That's like pretty girl shit. That's laughing at a joke that ain't funny because they just think she's cute.
Girls wear ACT shirts. So like,
Bro, whenever Hassan Fates try to do stand-up, it makes me cringe so fucking hard. Habibti, it's not because you go to open mics and you're a comedian. And it's okay.
Wow.
You trying, you learning. So I support it. Hopefully you get good. YouTube was not the place to try out that
I
chick.
made him put on the damn jacket with the hood.
It's cold out here, you know.
And so yeah.
That setup first line was non-existent. You know those guys that were like going after the 2000s, like with those Reagan Bush shirts? Like, I was in the university at one time. I saw one of those guys wearing that shirt. And I said, hey, Obama did it better. And he was like, shut your bush up.
That was a better joke. And that was a better joke. The thing is, whenever you say to someone, hey, oh shit, you're a comedian, do a joke. The answer should be no. No, we're not doing that. What do you do for a living? You work in a bank, open a bank account. It's not the time and place, right? Same thing.
Not gonna lie, when people ask me what I do, I say I'm a singer. They're like, singer, I'm like, yay, girl. Girl. Tell me, fellas, have you seen her? Must have been 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get to the end of the damn dating fucking shit.
That's how I want to see.
Make it a
They're talking
reality.
to the
Number one
Anyways.
provider of new doctors to the U.S.
Trying to see where
This is a craft 170 years in the making. For bold, smooth flavor in every fashion, black silk. It's something we pride ourselves on.
All right.
Yeah! Yeah, I get my little Chris Breezy on. I don't beat these women.
I was like, which people? Nah, you know. Yeah.
Girl, yay, girl.
No Chris Brown.
I think it's really hard for one person to expect one person to like fulfill everything you want, everything you need, and that's like a lot of pressure. But when you have like multiple people, you know, people fill different roles in your life for different things, so it's just easier to like get what people have to offer.
Yeah. My wife's cool, but
She knows she's a comedian.
so yeah, need different things from different people.
I go hiking with my wife, but stuff with her.
I go hiking with my wife, and with Cindy, I go hiking up her butthole.
I am done.
That's what it looks like when it's looped up.
He's like,
There's a breeze in the power.
yeah, you could park a whole Cliff Bar in there.
In the words of them, Cumberclaw.
My little extra round. Let's carry on.
Hey, it's already brown when it goes in. What can brown do for you? That's UPS. I got a package. Yeah. Should I go in the back door? Yeah. All right.
Enough butt stuff.
It was nice meeting you.
I have to come down to something. We have to do the process of elimination. I thought you were gonna say all of them. I was like, we didn't agree on that, but okay.
As a dude, he would probably be like, yeah, sure.
Yummy.
I think they won't take turns.
Why do you think so?
We hug.
I mean, we all pretty much had
Bye, ladies. Nice meeting you.
out and stuff. She got a short skirt on. I mean, I don't know. That was a weird one. I thought that was just going to be more or less like polyamorous and venture into their mindset and dating.
No, they were picking their female.
They were just
But they
picking
both
a
were
chick.
gonna take turns.
Yeah.
Screw it.
And it was
Now
just
there
all
is
about sex.
there is this one girl that I follow, and her platform is super dope.
Okay.
And she does. Her name is she has this thing called Sexual Central, and her name was Samaya, and like her platform is really dope. So when you get a chance, do some research on it, look at it, and see. And like I follow her on Patreon as well, and I don't have Instagram, but I follow her on it. And like she has, so she in September she had what she called the Art XX exhibit.
Right.
So literally she had live sex shows
Oh damn.
And like, I want to go. Like, I just want to go
So
just
it's
to
like
see.
people with body paint on, just fucking or whatever.
No, baby. No.
That's just people.
It's not body paint. So like there's this one guy, he's out of Charlotte. Daddy Heaven. I was talking about the sex honey earlier.
Yeah.
And he has his own brand of different like sex honeys and different things like aphrodisiacs to enhance the sexual side of things.
True.
So it was like, I follow her. I was looking at different things that she's talking about. And like she teaches classes on mouth 101, riding 101,
Okay.
whatever. But like the actual event, like I've been watching, like this was the second time she did it. I was mad I couldn't go because I really wanted to like call out of work, go to Houston just so I could go and pay for a ticket.
Was it like a big orgy that you could just
No,
watch?
it wasn't like a big orgy at all. It's like you have dedicated people to do certain things that have their own platform. And like, okay, so we always see different things with like black people, white people, and like, oh, that's the white people shit.
Right.
But when you actually see black people that are actually into it, you're like,
And it makes you start to be more accepting of it. Or
not even be accepting. You just like me. I'm just like, let me click on this one. See what else. Unfortunately, I click on the wrong shit, and that's how I ended up clicking. I.e. Yum Yum, whatever her name was.
Gotcha.
But she's embodying that little white boy. Like, ooh.
You put them to work. Word.
Boy, listen, he didn't give her the pole. She took the pole.
She took it. She gave him the cooch. She threw the whole at him. You know what I mean?
She threw the whole shebang at him. Like, you gonna take this pussy? No.
Yeah, but it's Jada Pinkett style. You know what I mean?
Nah, Jada Pinkett ain't got shit on her. Nah.
Word.
Jada Pinkett was an amateur for that matter versus what we saw.
Word.
I have ruined a lot of days with that.
Yes, you have. Mine
Sorry, you were definitely a victim.
Mine included.
Listen, I said that to my other half, and he was like, "The fuck you just sent me?" Hey, he said, "Don't you try? Don't get no idea. Don't try that shit."
Because at first you just intrigued. At first you kind of confused, then you intrigued, then you be like, huh?
How the fuck she doing that?
Yeah.
Like, you like this young cop, don't you? Oh, it's like I said, the first time I saw it, I only saw 15 seconds. It was like, what the hell did I just watch? What is this? So when I went and Googled to go see, like, what did I just watch? Then I saw a full-length video. I was like, it ain't enough alcohol for this.
Word. Just fully help explain the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, thank your boy for tuning in and all that good shit. You can see pieces and all that shit cut up and put in different places. So, yeah, I would definitely appreciate this one. It was a good conversation.
Yeah, the wine kicking in.
Yeah, we went through a lot of different damn topics and shit, you know what I mean?
I think I am done. I'm not going to make it put up signs tonight.
Probably not. But,
Yeah, I think I'm going to go do some